Okay, what is up, y'all? How you doing? Happy Wednesday. Yeah, how often does that happen, streaming on a Wednesday? Alright, let's get everything set. Alright, enough of that. In case you guys are wondering, the song, that's 100% OJ. That is Mio's theme. And let me just see. I forgot, do they stream the update show on the Paladins YouTube, or is that only on Twitch? Like, I don't actually remember. I want to say they only do it on Twitch, but hold on, let me get the Paladins channel pulled up. Paladins by Evil Moji Games. Okay, I think it's going to be on Twitch, so let me get everything set. So let's turn that off. Here's our little Twitch page. I got my bingo board on the bottom right. Is that too small? Can you guys see it? Higher quality picture, 144p. YouTube, you're lying to me. If they move to YouTube, I'll move to YouTube too, because I prefer YouTube. But hopefully everything looks okay. Yeah. Hopefully stream doesn't, like, die on us. That'd be embarrassing. I've never done a live reaction stream before. So we'll see how this goes. I don't know if they're playing copyright music in the background. I would hope not, but I'm, like, scared to check. So, you know what? We'll put our own background music. Something relaxed. How long do we have? We have 5 minutes. Do I have a 5-minute track here? And the only reason I'm doing this update show watch party is because normally on Wednesdays at 12 I'm working. And I never have time. How about this? Put it quiet. I swear, if Victor doesn't die, then the new champion isn't released. Recommend get rid of the Twitch chat. Oh yeah, bad Twitch chat. Irrelevant. They always complaining anyway. Alright, let me see. In the meantime, I'm gonna open a new window. Will that actually show up here? I'm still a little inexperienced when it comes to OBS, y'all. Oh, already 40 people in here? Hello. Welcome to Amateur Hour. Twitch chat, yeah. Hide that. Yeah, so far I'm not seeing anything live on the actual YouTube page. So I guess we'll just look at this community art. It's an interesting willow. Well, there's Leon and Ray. I'm assuming it's pronounced Ray. Only we matter that Twitch chat is cringe. And y'all, I'm sorry if you guys answered before, but the bingo board looks okay, right? It's not too small? Because I can make it bigger, but I don't want it eating up the whole screen. Oh, there's Talus and Batu. Okay, nice. Ooh, I see Amani. I see my girl. The full screen. I'm gonna do theater mode, because I have to be able to jump in and out of OBS to update our bingo board. Also, y'all, I know a lot of times I only watch, like, one other update showcase. I know a lot of times they put the patch notes up halfway through. So if that happens, would y'all want me to just skip to the patch notes, or you want me to continue watching? We got 2 minutes, 25 seconds. It's just like waiting for a ranked game. You know, I said I wanted to watch an episode of that Genlock anime, whatever the hell it. Ooh, that's cool IO art. I like that. I never even watched it. I just saw like a tiny clip of it and that was it, so I have no idea about this crossover. Am I the only one who doesn't care about these new slims? It's just like a waiting game in Paladins, you're absolutely right. Yeah, we're waiting for a ranked match that we're ultimately gonna lose. You wait 8 minutes to lose. Okay, I was like, who's that? That's one of the new skins coming up. I'm praying for Exterminate nerfs, y'all. It's so aggravating. At first I was like, you know what, it's fine. No one plays this talent, and then everybody played that talent. That was annoying, just like getting clipped randomly. Ooh, I like that art. That's a cool one of Corvus. Dang, I wish I could draw. 2 years in community college doing computer art and I got nowhere. Ooh, cotton candy hair body. The patch notes live? Really? Are they actually live right now? Hold on, y'all. I'm checking now. I'm checking because we just skipped straight to the patch notes. Oh, wait, that's the Paladins wiki. Hold on. Paladins. Paladins. Build your way. Oh my god, they're already up, y'all. They're already up. Skipping ahead. We'll still watch the showcase. Alright, hold on. Let me change the tone, though. How about... Okay, we'll go with this. I like this one. Lower that smidgy. The smidgiest of smidges. Alright, here we go. Genlock update notes. New champion Ray, scholar of House Ico. When Ray left her warren in the burrow, she pointed her ears towards the pursuit of a mastery of magic beyond any living beings. Her quest led her to the seat of the Ruby Throne, where she found the means to achieve her ambitions. She became fast allies and faster friends with the scion of House Ico, Leon, gaining access to the resources of a powerful noble house in exchange for her services and advice. She strives to harness with even greater control and power the chaotic... Oh my god, I can't speak. The chaotic arcane forces that run throughout the realm and bind it together. A rare magical prodigy, her tale has just begun. The scholar of House Ico pursues perfection, and she will throw the book at anyone who gets in her way. Alright, support, 2,200 health. Her weapon is Sigil. Unleash magical energy from your hands, dealing 450 damage every 0.7 seconds. Okay, so I'm assuming it feels similar to like IO, at least DPS-wise. Altfire Chain Heal, great name. Manifest arcane forces and send it forth, bouncing between allies and healing them. Spirit-linked allies are healed for 30% more. Hold on, y'all. They're not... Okay, they're still talking. Someone tell me if they show off Ray, because we'll take a break and look. Ability 1, Envelop. Envelop yourself with arcane energy, reducing the maximum amount of damage you can take to 275 per instance of damage and increasing your movement speed by 40% for 3 seconds. Spirit-linked allies are also enveloped. That's gonna be strong. That is strong. Imagine you just tank a Leon ultimate with this. That's crazy. They're still talking? They're still talking. Let me see. Okay. Spirit linked. Tether your spirit to an ally or enemy player. While linked to an ally, you heal them for 200 and grant them 1% ultimate charge every 1 second. Oh my god, that is... wow. When linked to an enemy, reduce their movement speed by 10% and deal 50 damage every 0.75 seconds. Okay. Still talking? Okay, they're talking about bug fixes. Should we listen to their bug fixes? Hold on, I want to listen to their bug fixes. Here we go.
Would heal him.
Just let me know if they sound too loud or not.
Shield and deployables with his revolver weapon. Now, Kevin, you're a designer. Do you have anything to say about Mr. Androxus over here? I know.
Yeah. So
he's. Yeah. Go ahead.
So effects like that, where consistently
I
we
didn't
want
even
to
know that card could heal you.
be able
Shot a
to
shield.
have you know what's going to happen with certain types of effects. So things like the quick draw card, but also a bunch of other cards for other champions as well. Sometimes also proc off of things that they aren't meant to. So this is just one of those, and we're constantly, hunting the rest down, make sure that everything is as consistent as possible for players essentially. So this one, we'll hit Andro a little bit, but this is a bug fix, yeah.
Excellent, excellent. And after Androxus, one other important one that we're going to go into is Genos. I've been
Genos.
playing a lot of Genos, actually.
Is this a bug fix or a
myself,
balance?
So this one interested me. Fixed an issue where Genos' ultimate, through time and space, would sometimes fail to do damage even when the visual effect indicated it would.
Y'all, can I
wonder, does that have anything to do with, like, hitboxes?
Can I tick one off on the
Nico?
bingo board? That is a useless bug
So,
fix. I've never seen that
Genos'
happen.
Genos' ultimate is a very, very long, essentially, like, death cylinder. And the VFX were one way, but the essentially the size of that death cylinder was not quite lined up with the VFX. So this should be more consistently, like, if you see the VFX, and it should theoretically hit you in the death cylinder, this will more consistently do that.
Okay, good. That's a good fix. I like that one. And last but not least, before we move on to design and balance, we're going to talk about a fix for Saris, where Saris's ultimate convergence could pull players through the map at a specific location in Ice Mine.
Oh, I was going to be pull players through the map. That happens a lot.
To handle,
not only on Ice Mines,
especially
but,
if you're. It's one thing if it happens in a casual match, but it would be even worse if it was happening in a ranked match to you, and it just. I mean, it's great for your team if you're the one with Saris, but because you're pulling the whole.
You haven't missed much. We just started.
Great fix. So shout out. I assume
you know what? We'll watch this first. I'm not gonna.
On the map too.
We'll go to the
I
patch
assume
notes after.
Environment probably had some little bit of help in there, on fixing that. But as you folks know, the update notes, they're available. We have them up right now.
You taunted me, Romanova. I want to go. I'll just read them and close your stream.
Genlock -update -notes, and you'll be able to look at the full list of bug fixes at the very bottom of that. But
I intend to.
It's time for Nico's big forte here, where we're going to go into design and balance.
Okay, balance, y'all.
So, Nico,
leaning in.
This first part, okay, this is really exciting for many people at home. They've been asking for this for a while.
Come on.
I know we've even heard the AOC ask for this. I know we've
Come
been
on, Genos
saying this would be a nice change
Genos and
internally.
Torvald, y'all, please.
So we have, for ranked updates,
okay, ranked. Hold on.
3 bans coming in this update. 3.
I can't be that loud because there's other people here right now.
One
but 3 bans, yay.
Total of 3, yeah. So we are adding an additional ban.
Total of 3.
In the ranked game mode. This will occur after both teams have picked 3 champions.
That's another one for the board.
So, you go through your normal thing. Both teams have 3 picks, 1 more ban per team, and then you run through the rest of the draft. So this is something that a lot of people have been asking for. We felt it was an appropriate time right now to do that, and we hope this will help as we keep expanding our roster of champions, both with some of the frustrating picks that some people may have, and provide a little bit more opportunity for strategy, especially since the 3rd ban is not just at the start. And then speaking of the other ranked update, we actually have, since the previous map rotation was updated in the previous patch, just want to keep you guys in the loop. We plan to keep the current map rotation in effect for the duration of Split 2.
I don't even remember
so we
what
are
our
not
maps are.
Changing the map rotation with this patch.
Okay, good to know. Hopefully everyone at home noted that. So for each of these, I'll give you a little bit of a chance to give some dev commentary on this. But first, the balance change that we're going to talk about.
Okay, here we go.
Is,
Genos and Torvald.
Genos. Luminary. So his
all
old
allies,
one, it looks like it says allies were affected by your astral mark.
I like that. That is cool.
Weapon damage. Now, I'll give you a chance here to just talk about the new one.
All allies already affected by Astral Mark are healed for an additional 250 when you use it.
I'll preface this entire kind of section.
Jenny!
We're starting off with the big ticket.
Is this healing still going to be a pathetic 180 though?
For the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 topics of conversation are all talent reworks for the mid-season patch. There are actually additional ones that we wanted to get in. We didn't quite have enough time to do so, but you may see a couple more as we go on later in the year. This first one for Genos, Luminary, the as Rose was saying, as Romanova was saying, the old one, allies affected by your astral mark deal 10% increased weapon damage. Now we are reworking this to be all allies already affected by astral mark are healed for a burst heal, additional burst heal when you use astral mark. So you can mark 3 different people, and then when you hit that 4th mark, all 3 of those people will get that burst of healing. So part of that is shifting a little bit away from the luminary damage amp playstyle and trying to give Genos an opportunity to be more of a healing focused or a team healing focused champion. The other thing I'll say before we move on to the other things, Romanova, is that all the changes on these update note shows, but especially for the mid-season, especially for talent reworks, we really need your guys' help. We need feedback as you go in PTS and you play these changes. Please,
hopefully the PTS is longer. It's up for longer than one weekend.
Things will change, that kind of thing. But for all of these,
because the past few PTSs have only been up for the weekend, and that's it.
So next one, talking about healers.
Oh, who's next?
Furia. I know.
Exterminate, please.
We've had some people in the AOC who saw this early, really excited about this. Solar Blessing is getting some changes. Old is when the Pyre Strike comes in contact with an ally, it will stop and heal anyone in its beam for 150 or 5.
Dang, they nerfed
seconds.
the healing on Solar Blessing.
Pyre Strike by 30%.
But they made it more reliable.
Now the new is refiring Pyre Strike stops it in place. Any ally in its beam is healed for 100 every 0.05 seconds. So slight nerf there.
What is the math on that? That's 2,000 healing?
Yeah, a little bit of nerf to the healing numbers itself. You'll still see that this is a lot of healing very quickly. The big thing with this change is it puts a lot more control in the hands of the Furia player.
I think that's overall a good change, though.
The downside being that you can't just blindly throw it through a wall and hope your teammate hits it. The upside, which I think is a much larger upside, is that you are able to
2,000 healing per second compared to 3,000. Yeah, that's still
stop it. You control when you stop the beam, and that puts a lot more power in Solar Blessing.
And not to mention your healing potentially, you could heal all 4 of your teammates at once with that.
Yeah.
I think we actually have in-game footage showing this off, and I think we have in-game footage for one other talent rework as well. So we can actually, I think, head in game, show this off real quick.
Oh, that's a new strategy. You could actually roll it through a teammate.
So our cameraman, probably like some players,
to hit multiple.
including myself for a few matches,
I actually like this a lot.
Showing off how potentially difficult it is to actually get it exactly where you want to.
Furia
no longer
nerfs.
can you just toss it.
Is that really a Furia nerf? I mean...
And if it hits something, it stops. You have to actually be able to...
I don't know.
Both either coordinate with your team,
I mean, they
hope
technically
that they get
nerfed
to
the healing.
Or be really quick with that.
But I think it's a bigger buff. I don't know. Do you guys think that's a bingo?
Oh, that's nice, though.
Part for the bingo or not?
The other thing we'll keep in mind is, since you do have more control with Solar Blessing, and it still does deal damage to enemies, we will be monitoring both its functionality as the healing beam and...
Oh, and not to mention you could use your freaking Solar Blessing beam offensively now.
One thing that the people who like to play Furia, for instance, in the AOC, were excited
about...
I
don't think I'm going to mark that one.
Show this change is a lot of people didn't want just to only see like Solar Blessing Furias out there, you know, like they want to see a variety of play styles. So this gives more options to not only still playing this, but playing other different versions of Furia that you customize. So we're gonna
we'll see. Maybe
move
there's
on,
other
folks.
stuff. Come on, Exterminate.
We can always discuss that in chat, but we're gonna go on to Atlas.
Nope,
Atlas,
they're not touching Exterminate.
Getting a change with Unstable Fissure.
Ooh.
The old is activating Second Chance, leaves behind an Unstable Fissure that explodes after 3 seconds, dealing 1,000 damage.
Activating
and the new is Activating Second Chance, also rewinds the enemy for 40 units. Care to elaborate, Nico?
That's interesting.
Yeah, so this one's potentially a little bit of
a one, actually, that's a complete opposite of one of my bingo boards. I said a useless buff to a bad talent, and this is a decent buff to a bad talent.
And so this is essentially using the mechanic that is unique to Atlas, is that rewind, giving it a little bit more of an option if you want to get in there, sacrifice your movement ability to potentially reset other allies or other enemies within a small radius around you. One thing to note is this isn't a particularly large effect. Obviously, we want feedback on this.
I mean, 40 units, that's a Vatu dash, yo.
We could even tweak necessarily the numbers between, for example, setback and the second chance rewind. So we'll have feedback on this one as well.
Very interesting. I like that one.
Atlas to be a little bit more mechanically interesting besides Unstable Fisher's old functionality.
You mean garbage.
Absolutely. And with that, we're going to keep moving on here. We got a couple more to fly through here. Fernando, we have some changes from Formidable and Aegis. I don't know if I said that right. I always say stuff really weird sometimes. Aegis, Aegis.
That's interesting.
I don't know. You're the grammar police here, Kevin, so you can always tell me when I say something wrong.
Don't worry,
but Formidable, old, is heals for 55% of your maximum health over 3 seconds when you fall to or below 40% of your maximum health. This can occur every 45 seconds. The new is you now have 2 charges.
Did someone watch my worst talents video?
Each charge deals an additional 100 damage, and you are CC immune while charging, but the cooldown of charges increased to 13 seconds, or to 13 seconds.
13 seconds. I mean,
and I'll go through
what's
Aegis
the base cooldown? I forgot.
And then you can kind of give any commentary here on here.
Oh, thank you. God, fuck
Aegis
that talent.
Old, your shield has infinite duration, and its cooldown is reduced by 4 seconds. And the new is your shield now uses a resource that regenerates over time.
They literally made Fernando Reinhardt. Oh my god.
Very interesting change there.
I think that's going to be way better. I hate Aegis. That's so annoying to fight in ranked.
While in some instances it was useful, in general, effects that, even if they're impactful, effects that occur once every 45 seconds, once every whatever, large chunks of time, end up not feeling as good. So with both of these changes, we're hoping to provide both a valid, valuable playstyle for Fernando and do it in an interesting way. So for Formidable itself, I probably put the word charge in there more than one too many times, but having 2 charges of charge, we'll go with use. We'll go with use. 2 uses of charge. Each charge deals a little bit more additional damage. I think one of the things, though, is you are CC immune while charging, so that's a big kind of utility thing. But the cooldown of charge is increased slightly. So this is another one of those that we're gonna need feedback. I mean, all of these, right? I said before, we're gonna need feedback on. We're gonna need feedback from players. But like I said, we hope that these provide an interesting.
I feel like that talent's not going to be run a lot. I mean, I don't know. The CC immunity, that's pretty good.
I think either works. The old one, shield has an infinite duration. Its cooldown is reduced by 4 seconds. The new one, so this is similar, as I'm sure some of you will point out, to other shield mechanics, Con, for example, but putting a different take on how a shield is deployed, especially with a resource-based system, I think provides a little bit more control over, for example, when you bring it down, when you put it back up, resource management versus cooldown management.
I think that'll be nice to play with.
So we're hoping that this.
I feel like that's still going to be his most popular talent.
A different organic way to play Fernando.
Because so many Fernando players are just shield bots.
Brett, if there's anything that you have to say, you can totally chime in, but I know we're not going to be able to really shut you up once we get into the skin stuff, since you're an animator and you worked the most on a lot of those pieces in there. So, chat, you'll get to hear his lovely voice soon. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm just here to listen to bunny version of Kevin explain all the balance changes that I've been getting wrecked at in playtests.
Nico. Okay, so we're gonna move on.
I'll continue,
we're gonna go into Barrack.
Ooh, Barrack.
I will actually let you take this full one.
Oh, thank you. God, I hate that thing.
Because there is a whole new name, etc.
Dome shield now costs 35% ult charge and places a flamethrower turret.
I should rename it like Donnie Darko or something. I'm really running that bunny suit vibe. Anyway, so Barrack, the only change with a new name, actually.
I'm so happy Architectonics is gone. I've won this argument.
As much as I loved Architectonics, is currently on the chopping block in favor of more turrets. So the old Architectonics increased the damage of your turrets by 20% and reduced their cooldown by 2
shield,
seconds.
though. I don't know if that's going to be worth running.
Or the new Forge Fire.
It sounds fun, but I don't know if it'll be worth it.
Your ultimate, Dome Shield, now costs 35% ultimate charge and places a small mini flamethrower turret with modified values, modified damage and range, obviously.
Is that like a permanent turret, though?
And no Dome Shield. You can have 2 turrets active at once for a total of up to 4 turrets, 2 normal, 2 flamey. And so this is called Forge Fires, replacing Architectonics as the default talent. Again, this is a.
I'm so glad Architectonics is gone. I hated that freaking talent, and so many people would argue with me that it was a good talent, and now it's gone. Yep.
This one it provides a lot of space control, a lot of potential damage. Before we tweaked the numbers.
How much damage does the flame turret do? It does like 600 DPS, right?
That off. But
let's take it away.
Oh, let's see.
Essentially, kind of similar to the Eevee Ultimate talent as well. But this one, no more shield, no more defensive capabilities, but this cute little mini flamethrower turret. I'm gonna show it off. Taking down poor Fernando. Fire.
Yeah,
talk about fighting fire with fire.
That's some decent damage. It's like 600 DPS, I think, right?
That's hot.
And you can have 2 of them?
So it is, as they say, lit. But
did you have any animation work in here, Brett, at all?
No, I think programming actually had just a really good way of getting this working without really needing any art asset changes, which made I'm
going to be playing with that a lot. That looks cool.
Playtesting against all these barrack testing was a lot of fun to get melted by over and over again.
Yeah, you probably got melted multiple times by that. And some molten hot heat, but we have a lot to get through here, folks. So I'm going to keep it rolling. We'll try and get through these ones pretty quickly here. Nico, Brett, we have some item store changes here.
Ooh, item
First
store.
Being Haven. We have a new item called Guardian, which I believe is it replacing blast shields, right?
Well,
and
yeah.
not replacing.
What are they doing?
Yeah.
Let me preface this whole section again real quick with so that's the end of the talent reworks for this patch. You may see some coming later. As we move into item changes, there are some beefy ones.
Oh dang!
So I encourage everyone to
Haven just flat out reduces damage.
Feel free to give your thoughts and feedback, but go ahead and also try them out before we jump to too many conclusions.
Not sure how I feel about that.
The first item change we have is Haven. So we are baking blast shields into Haven, and the new Haven is reducing both direct and AoE damage by a smaller scaling percentage of 6 instead of 7. So blast shields as an item does not exist anymore. Part of this was done, and we wrote dev commentary. Actually, that's something I forgot to mention at the start of the show. We wrote significant more dev commentary on these patch notes because I know that a lot of people feel that it's valuable, and I agree with them, that we are able to communicate why we do certain things, or at least have that discussion. So if you want a little bit of the behind the scenes, check out the dev commentary and the patch notes. But the TLDR on this one is that it is addressing a number of concerns regarding clarity of types of attacks, making space for different item changes that we want to make, and
I'm kind of on the fence with this one,
etc.
Because I feel like there was a bit of a strategy, do I get Haven or do I get blast shields?
Defense item,
I just pick this,
and it increased the effectiveness of the shields you create. This does not affect card or passive generated shields.
Increase the effectiveness of the shields you create.
Pretty exciting new one to try out. Definitely gonna have to try that out on PTS if you're somebody out there playing on the PTS. Hopefully by the weekend, right? We always aim to. We can't promise because there's always unexpected things. But yeah.
So wait, is that like a Torvald buff, an indirect Torvald buff?
The new effect of it is it will increase your base maximum health by 4, 8, and 12, which looks like a slight nerf.
I like that.
Or maybe not. Maybe I'm mistaken,
I like that. Veteran's actually useful.
Increased cost.
So
I don't know. Explain it, Nico. I'm not as much of an item buff as the rest of you.
No worries. Let me run through both of those real quick. So Guardian, the new blue defensive item, increases the effectiveness of shields you create. This doesn't affect like card or passive generated shields, so putting a shield on an ally with Fury or right click, for example, is not going to be affected by that. This all complements the other item changes that we have as far as balance goes. We are increasing the scaling value of record, for example. So that's the new item, Guardian, that is replacing blast shields, is increasing the effectiveness of shields you create. This item, Veteran, is also traditionally underused, although I guess if you're Yagharoth mains, this is something that you would pick pretty frequently.
Oh, sorry, Yagharoth mains. F to the Yagharoths.
Sorry. But Veteran was traditionally underused and underperforming, so this is essentially, rather than increasing the health regeneration per second when you're out of combat, this is increasing your base maximum health by 4% scaling. Obviously, numbers can change, so don't necessarily
getting
go, oh
roughly,
my
like,
gosh, that's too little, that's too
220
much
extra health.
But
Because that's 10%,
this
so, like,
is providing a different
240
way
extra
to
health, maybe?
increase survivability than, for example, the new Haven. And should, along with the rest of the item changes and item balances, allow for a more diverse and viable set of items from the item store in a given match.
Excellent. So that is going to wrap up our balance store, or our
Yeah, you could get like an extra
I'm already
600
getting
HP on
tongue-tied
certain
with
front
the
lines too.
next section.
Oh my god, Yagarath
which
with
is gonna be Bounty
6006.
Store. But we're wrapping up balance, folks. And yeah, I am one of those people, Nico, that definitely.
Alright, I'm sure that's not
really
everything.
never
We'll check the
used
patch notes after.
veterans, so I could totally see why some changes kind of needed to be made. So totally get it. But we are gonna hop right into the next section here.
Is that the bounty store?
That wasn't actually meant to be a bunny pun, but it works, so we'll go with it. But we are bringing back the bounty store
Yay!
in this update. I know a lot of you, especially
That's another...
as I watch the social account, you know, all the time, always been asking when's the bounty store going to come back. Well, it is finally coming back, and we have Twitch drops coming as well for this. Now, to elaborate, and I'll allow the guys to kind of chime in here too. I'm going to just summarize this because this
hopefully it doesn't crash all the time.
Again, we have so much to get through and so little time. Basically, it's coming back. Players will be able to still purchase bounty skins with bounty coins. There will be more skins for sale. Each skin will be on sale for the same 3-day window, but we'll keep a rotating stock of 3 skins, staggered such that 1 skin will change each day. There will also be a bounty store event exclusive. Now, what this means is, in addition to the players, this is for the players who purchase an event pass or crossover pass only. There will be a slot of a character that if you own the current event pass or crossover pass, you purchase that, you have a chance to get this specific skin each update.
Interesting.
Only if you purchase the pass.
So are they changing the way recolors work?
Something to look out for. We'll show the skin later. That will be available as the event pass exclusive.
Is it going to be Salt?
Crossover pass exclusive.
Is it going to be the furry skin?
And Twitch drops, just to kind of elaborate on that. You will be able to link your account to Twitch and on approved, and for watching a Paladins on approved streaming channels, so channels that have the drop set up.
Dang, that ain't going to be me.
Certain favorite streamers, etc. that have this. Every time you view, you'll gain 5 bounty coins for every 4 hours of stream viewing.
Oh, that's pretty good.
So it's a nice way to earn extra stuff, and our first time doing Twitch drops. So I don't know, Nico, what do you have to say about this, Brett? I'm just excited. I've been wanting us to have
100
Twitch
people in here, y'all.
so
What's up?
long, so I'm really
happy Wednesday.
Go ahead, Brett.
I was just gonna say, like, there's a lot of times where just like throughout the day at work, I'll just turn on Paladins game or any streamer that's just playing the game and just kind of watch and get a sense of like, I've actually been getting back into playing fairly regularly with a few buddies of mine, and I'm trying to refigure out the meta and certain builds and picks and everything. So I've been watching streams throughout the day and just kind of getting a good sense of the meta of the game right now. And yeah, Twitch drops would definitely be handy to make use of all that time that I'm spending watching streamers.
Oh yeah, and it's just an extra way for everyone to earn these bounty coins that are coming back, and there will be additional chances to earn coins as well. We never want people to this is basically saying, starting in this patch, we've implemented a new feature.
I'm like so iffy on those item store changes though. Like the new veteran sounds cool, but I feel like it's gonna change so many breakpoints.
To earn gold, bounty coins, and other rewards. But you probably have a few questions about that.
And I'm not a fan of the new item at all.
These ads are completely optional.
Not for me.
Players that would like to earn rewards via this new feature will just click the Earn Free Rewards button on the home menu and opt in for an ad to start playing. If you don't opt in, you'll never see an ad, and Paladins, and your Paladins experience will be the same as always. We will never add forced or unskippable ads in Paladins ever. That is like something we exaggerated in these update notes there. As well as ads are shown of a quality and standard that you'd see on TV or other mainstream video service providers or streaming platforms. Nothing cheap or sketchy. And if you watch an ad, you will always receive an award. So really nice way that if you're just looking for extra ways to get free stuff, it's there. And in a free-to-play game, adding more ways to get more free stuff, I love being able to just give back to our players. So, but
yeah, something to emphasize with that is that sorry, I was just going to say, this is entirely opt-in. If you never want to see anything of the system, then you never will. So it's not like you log in and suddenly you have 5 different pop-ups on your window saying click me. That's not going to happen.
Nope, completely optional, and you'll never see it again if you opt out. So limited time modes, though, we are going to go into that next.
Come on, something good.
Not a big update here with that, but the Genlock patch update will feature 6 unique and 2 previously popular modes that will rotate throughout the patch cycle.
End times, Dragon's Call.
Each week there will be a different limited time mode available from midnight Friday until 8 a.m. Monday Eastern. And some of the previews is we have one called Pick Any, where in celebration of Paladins' 50th champion, we're letting you pick whatever champion you want. Teammate already picked them? No problem. Play 5 Grox.
Ooh, no limits.
If it makes you happy, this sounds like... Okay, hold up. This sounds like Nico, like you wrote this. It says, Mo totems, mo problems. Am I right there? Okay, yes. That is a Nico
Ooh, I'm going to
line.
play the hell out of that.
I knew it. But yeah, so
No
Pick
totems,
Any. It's
no
going to be our
problems.
celebration.
The
5 Amanis.
Church of Grover is coming back.
Oh my goodness.
Freeze.
Hunter versus Hunter. HVH. Okay. Anyways, 2 gunslingers stand on opposite ends of each other. In the blink of an eye, 2 guns are drawn. When the dust settles, only one of the former comrades in arms will be left standing.
Andro.
Will it be the Hand of Justice or will it be the Godslayer?
Yeah.
You decide in a gun-blazing game mode.
Andro versus Lex.
Nah.
So, with that being said, though, we can finally get in to our first crossover pass.
Wait, that's it?
Featuring
Alright,
Rooster
well.
Teeth's Genlock. So if you didn't get to see the trailer on Summer Games Fest, we got it here for you now.
5
and we're going
Yakos.
to take a look at it before we go into these skins and see them in game. So take it away, production.
Alright, let's see here's our Genlock skin. This is probably the little Twitter ad they did, right? Yeah. Oh my god, is that fucking copyright? I don't know if that's copyright, y'all, I'm sorry. Here, cool music is happening. Possibly copyright song is playing. You know the deal, there they go, into the void. I'm gonna be honest, those weapons look so ugly. I don't like those weapons at all. I don't. There's our skins, yeah. Alright, they're back.
Whew,
Awesome.
I love listening to that song. So when we found out about this, I started watching the anime myself. It was really fun. I enjoyed it.
My
You can
tablet
watch
crashed,
it,
I gotta reset it.
I believe on Crunchyroll. So if you haven't checked it out yet, folks at home, definitely go do it. It has a great voice acting cast as well. With this pass, though, just to let everyone know, this includes a lot of content as well as 5 total skins this time for the crossover.
5 skins.
So there is a lot more work that went into this, especially with having to basically, I guess, Brett, you can probably elaborate on this, like change up some of the sizing and everything to fit like Yasmine on Lex, as well as probably something with the big gun that Canessa has for her skin. But basically, I know a lot of people have been asking about it. This will be more expensive than the normal ones because there's a lot more content and extra skins.
How many crystals?
This pass will be able to be purchased for 750 crystals. And players can also purchase a buy all option, though, for 1,500 and get everything, all the content in it instantly without having to worry about leveling it up. So let's look at the splash art here first for Cami Maeve, who will be your instant unlock.
This one's awesome.
That's a cool splash
I
art,
love
though.
all of them, but I think Cammy's my favorite.
I liked her so much in the anime because she just kind of reminds me of me, like, you know, really fun, quirky, but then a total like sassy kind of potty mouth in a way, you know. So she got a lot of attitude, and it's really
Jeez,
fun to see.
I wanted to buy it
And,
to support
now
crossovers
we
in this
don't
game, but that's a
have
lot.
the exact same voice actress who you may recognize from certain really famous shows. The one that was in the anime, but we don't have her. But the thing that I love is the voice actors and actresses that we couldn't get for these specific characters in our game. We did a really good job with the audio casting.
I hope so, because
so let's go and take a look at her.
I hate it when a series I love gets a crossover and the voice sounds completely different. I hate that.
Go ahead and
Ninjago
talk
video
about this
games.
a little bit, Brett, Kevin.
Yeah, I mean, when Genlock was first announced, I remember just looking through the comments on social, and I feel like Cami was probably one of the most. This was like before the roster of 5 were announced.
That's
but
a cool
I
sounding
feel like
knife.
Cami was
Not
one
too
of the
different.
ones that people were really hoping would end up as part of this crossover, and yeah, on Maeve too, and her weapons and really all of their
Those
weapons
daggers do
are
look cool. I like that.
so incredibly awesome. Custom
Oh yeah,
UI
the effects.
effects, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
This is
really
just-
that's
proud of
nice.
the team
I like that.
for all the things that we did with this crossover pass. I mean, we have 30 levels instead of the 24 the other event passes have. We have custom weapon work we did. Obviously, we do that.
Ooh,
frequently.
that's cool.
Custom alt effects, custom effects for this skin and for others. The voice actors did fantastic work. It's just really turned out very well.
Yeah, I'm like, hopefully a lot of these skins inspire people to go and watch the show. I know it was really awesome getting to watch some of this stuff, but really they're just awesome skins anyways. And like, if there was opportunities on the art team to do things that were a step up from anything we've done on previous skins for the 5 characters picked here.
Oh yeah, that's the ultimate on her was like one of my favorites, just because she's a hacker. This character's a hacker, folks. She's
Oh god, nothing personal.
very true to her character in the show, and then she does the override when she's doing her ultimate. This is awesome. So, yeah, let's go check in some of her voice lines. Miss Sassy Scottish Queen here.
Good luck. Enjoy. You're a badass. You're a badass. Yeah, I'm not bad. Hell,
So good.
Yeah, you can
can't say I'm
often.
crazy about trusting my brain to a piece of tech that killed a man right in front of us. It does do something besides kill us, am I right? You're a badass.
I love it.
Yeah, you can
I
often
like that she actually
rarely
cusses.
hear that when they do it.
Mods to deal with
we can get away with so many, I guess, for teen, right?
Mhm.
So, let's go. But with that being said, we took a look at her, and we are going to go into our level 12 unlock, which is Valentina Canessa.
Oh, that looks cool too.
So this was another really interesting character. A Russian voice actress for this, and yeah, they crushed it. I really enjoyed.
Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all.
this
That's
character.
them.
Also,
They
like,
always
the
put the
gun
voice
doesn't
lines
do
so
it
quiet. They
justice
don't
in
raise the volume
splash
for that.
art. It is huge once we get in game, folks. Huge.
Yeah, compared to like other Canessa skins where the gun collapses when you're unscoped, Valentina's gun stays extended in its full rifle form the
Interesting.
entire time, which is awesome. It makes the gun just truly immense on the screen, and I think this skin was actually probably one of the ones I had the most animation work on. Their hair got extremely detailed model on the hair. We got new rigs, making sure the new gun, both screen space that it took up in 1P and everything felt good, but this was just an awesome skin to play as.
Have a good
Let's
one.
take a look at it in game.
That gun
See,
is
I
huge.
told
Wow.
you. She's bringing out the big guns.
Massive rifle.
Yeah. It's Very cool.
You know what they say about big guns?
What am I?
Big ammunition.
Large ammo.
What's
Yep.
a 480? Hold on, y'all. We up in that.
No skill.
That's just awesome.
Actually, that gun
I
doesn't
think
look awful.
before
I
this
like
skin,
it.
I hadn't really played a lot of Canessa. and
Lame ass
this
suppressor
skin is
mines.
So cool. Started playing.
Definitely my personal favorite Canessa skin.
Mm-hmm.
Cool teleporter, nice.
I love all the effects on these.
Again, we see that custom UI as well, which is very nice.
Looks like we have a slight delay on audio on the production side.
I didn't hear her at all.
It's not the in-game folks there, so. But let's go in and take a look here at her voice lines.
Hold on, putting volume up.
Walking tech makes me modern hoodie.
I can barely hear
Now you
anything
don't
she's saying.
Now you're dead. Don't die out there. And we can have some fun, yes? You're not bad. You're not bad. I am
It's so in
your
person.
favorite
I'm
hero.
sorry, y'all. I can't hear
Possible.
anything she's saying.
Possible.
Hey.
Speaking a little bit of Russian, she said you're not bad twice.
You seen my gun. Come back when you have upgrade.
In the show, Valentina is definitely very confident, sassy, kind of like, you know, watching out for the group, kind of the big badass there. But we are going to go into our next here, which is Victor Chase, which is your level 18 unlock, and this one is free to all who play.
Oh,
the
nice.
game,
Okay.
once you get to level 18 in the free track as well. So
That's our free skin.
Yeah, something
We will,
that's kind of cool about all of these. Something you'll notice with all these voice actors is that we tried our best to be true to form. So, you know, where other skins or other pieces of content may be like super bombastic, these are as true to form as possible to the show voices. So, for those of you who are Genlock fans, we hope that we nailed it for you. But otherwise, you know, it's still fun. And I'm loving this Victor skin as well.
yeah, I mean Chase is the star, kind of the star, the main character, the one that is focused on the most in the show, if you are familiar with Genlock. And yeah, I think this is another one where it might not be the same voice actor, but does sound very, 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 very on par to you know, Michael B. Jordan's voice acting there. And that's another reason too, folks. If you haven't watched the show yet, the voice acting cast in general,
Yeah, it's
just for the show, on
750
top of
crystals.
the amazing animations,
5
and
skins.
the plot, which is also really good, is just great to watch. You also have David Tennant in there for another character that isn't one of the skins. Just amazing cast, amazing show to watch. So it is really exciting
All right,
that we
y'all,
got
just
to
show
do a
us the
collaboration
skin.
with Rooster Teeth on this show specifically. Shout outs to them.
I want that
But,
robot
yeah.
as a skin. That looks cool too.
Chase kind of gets done dirty in the beginning from being the hero. I won't spoil it, but he's definitely the all-American hero guy. And I definitely think the Victor rig and weaponry and everything does fit Chase's style exactly.
Romanova, shut
We're
up
gonna
and show
take a
us the
look at
skin.
that in-game now.
Oh, that weapon looks so
Yeah,
ugly. I'm
big
sorry.
shout out
That gun.
to big shout out to Adam, our weapons artist, who absolutely killed it on all of these weapons. They're just so incredible. To
Actually, first person doesn't look too
yeah,
bad.
it makes it first person.
wow.
Awesome.
Wow. That was loud as hell.
We still got a bit of a delay here, but don't worry, folks. That won't happen when you're in PTS. Just some issues with the stream. Yeah, I mean, the gun looks great. They did such
That
great
gives me actually,
detail in
like,
making
Apex
it
Legends
feel just
vibes.
like the Genlock universe.
Yeah, just a futuristic feel of like Chase's gun, Valentina's
A
rifle.
bit of a delay, yeah.
Cami's knives, and you'll see Kazu's sword coming up too. Even Lex's pistols, like it just has this awesome, or Yasmine's pistols. it has this just awesome
Looks like a
futuristic
toy in third
feel
person.
that
Yeah, in
you don't
third person,
get
I don't
from
really like it, but it
other
looks. I gotta say, it looks kind of
weapons
cool.
for
in
those
first.
characters, and they just
What's the iron sights look like?
Adam, audio, VFX, everyone just did an awesome job making these feel just so cool.
Oh yeah, let's see his ultimate
Can I
here.
see the iron sights? Did they show the iron sights?
Little cooldown on there.
Iron sights? Hello? No iron sights? What is Torvald doing on the enemy team?
I
That,
like
like,
the
I just like to
hang out with these
techie
fernandos.
beamy sound. is really
Yes,
fun.
they have an actual shield,
Remember
unlike
the
me.
first playtest that audio got put in, all of us had to like stop for a minute and be like, what awesome thing.
Because
did
the
we
sight
just
looks
get
cool.
killed
It looks
by?
like a Apex
That
Legends
sounded
like
incredible.
2x over there.
Absolutely.
And
And
then we also show off the
there's
ADS.
one of
That's
the
pretty cool.
there's one of the 3D sprays right there that have special effects and sound effects in game. And then we can show off some of the voice effects as well.
I'm gonna need you to stay on mute for a minute. Be safe out there.
Oh, they raised the volume.
Let loose. Get it? The only me I know. You can't beat my team. You don't have it. Enemies behind us. Cancel that. Get it?
All right.
And then before we
with
transition to the
that
next
being-
character-
Oh yeah.
Yeah, real quick. Can we also show the aim down sights as well?
Thank you.
Just so we can show off the weapon a little bit. And I think we'll be ready.
Oh.
There we go.
That is so loud. That gun is so loud, y'all. I'm sorry.
Cool.
Awesome. Well, we are going to go into this is my favorite one actually. Is Kazu Zen, who speaks in Japanese. Like if you watch the show, he's always speaking in
The
Japanese.
wheel, I
to
forgot the
everyone.
VGS wheel, yeah.
You just understand him, and he plays guitar. It's kind of a, like the cool. I don't know, just overall cool guy, right?
Mhm.
But Kazu fits in really well, especially with the sword. And this is your level 24 unlock, folks. So,
Yeah, you'll see in a second, but the effects Rollin put on the sword here, I think makes this my favorite
No, but let's show off the voice lines. You're a badass.
first-person
You're a
weapon
badass.
out of the crossover skins.
I agree.
yeah.
I really like the elf skin that we did for him before, but this is actually might give me a run for my money as far as what I use when I play him. Just because, as Brett, as you mentioned, like the sword just
The
looks,
splash
I don't
arts
know.
for this one
It
look really
reminds me
cool,
of
though.
those
For like
the
all these skins
futuristic,
with like
you know,
the I don't know, the mech in the background. I don't know anything about this
cutter,
anime.
the nano sword kind of
Someone told me they like transform
Yeah.
into mechs or something. I don't know.
Absolutely. And then like its presentation on screen is just so slick too, because it's just like this.
We'll
It's
never
like
get to
there's
Ray
a
at this point.
classic
Oh yeah,
thin
Ray.
steel
There's like a new
sword,
champion stuff, right?
The effects are on
Yeah.
it really bump it up above and beyond.
Oh my god, can they just show the skin, please?
And I think it has like a little bit of like, I think you could see it on Cami's daggers too, where it had this a little bit of like a trailing effect on it.
Who's Ray? Who's Willow?
You'll see once we get in here.
Who's
but
Atlas?
It has that same type of feel too, which really just makes it fun to run around as Zen and swing this thing.
Something that's interesting about this.
I'm
in
like really
particular
excited for the
is
new
that its voice crack
talents.
is
So
entirely in Japanese.
the item store changes. I don't know how to feel about that.
That was an interesting.
And I'm
hurdle
assuming
we
there's
had
more.
to tackle. Is we generally don't do that, but it should be interesting. And I think
Yeah,
we can,
there's certain ways
Okay, let's see.
that you can still understand what your teammate's saying, I believe, too, Nico.
Yeah, the text in the bottom in your chat box will still be English or whatever language you have, but the voice line itself is Japanese.
Oh yeah, these effects, you weren't kidding, Brett.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
I like that.
It makes this so cool.
Who's Willow?
Oh my goodness!
Oh. Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool. That is really cool.
They really knocked it out of the park with this one. It's absolutely beautiful. Am I allowed
And
to
of course,
call
you still hear default Zen
Kazu
grunts.
Zen? Am I
because
allowed to call him beautiful?
Reasons.
I don't see why not.
Yeah.
All right.
It's gorgeous.
Oh,
He's got to
spin?
flaunt it.
That whirl.
Mm. All right, we're gonna see the ultimate here. Dang, very cool.
And you still hear the default Zin
I love
grunts.
those trails
God, I
through the
hate
vine
that.
when we swing.
And it's not just Zin. So many
Yeah,
characters
the
have that.
effects are incredible. Shoutouts to Rollin.
Let's see his voice pack.
Oh, hold on, I'll turn up the volume.
これは真夜中までやってるゲーム中毒野郎のためだな。グッドラック。楽しんでな。最高だった。俺は最
Wait,
強
does
だ
it
な。
just talk in Japanese the whole time?
敵は後ろにいるぞ。すげえ。くそ。オッケー。ありがと
All right.
Interesting.
arigato.
う。ちょっとしたウォーミングアップだ。
That's awesome.
We'll pretend to know.
Yeah.
I'm glad we were able to go that route on that.
Yeah, it's so true to the character in the show, so it's lovely to see. And then our last level 30. Okay, so this event pass goes.
This
Crossover
guy's
pass
Japanese sounds
goes
better
to
than
level
Hanzo or
30.
Genji.
And your final unlock will be Yasmine, Lex. So this is a first for us. We I think Smite's done it before for skins, but we haven't yet. Is where we make a male character and put a lady character on it using that rig. I assume there were some challenges.
Dang,
with
they
this
forgot about
because
Pepper real
Lex
fast.
in general has more of a stocky kind of body, and you probably had to alter that, I assume, Brett, to kind of make it work. For a feminine kind of figure. I know Smite. I actually believe Smite had that issue with making some of their. I think they did like Ruby, and when they did that, they had a character that was.
Yeah, who's Pip?
woman
What's a pepper?
or a male.
You talking like the spice? Pepper? Salt and pepper?
Yeah, a lot of it is solved down towards the concept and character modeling end of the pipeline, where if they can get the character sheet and the model to essentially follow the proportions of the original character as best as possible, then that really minimizes any changes that need to be made to the rig and animation down on our end. And they did a great job kind of fitting Yasmine to Lex's proportions and his rig.
And this is different from when you're working with human anatomy from then say
Why is
when we
Her
did
figure,
Pepper.
her figure looks really weird right,
Right?
there. I don't know if that's just me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
this is going to require more work, right?
Yeah, so for situations like Pip and Pepper, like we'll end up having to make some things new and have them be overrides so that when you're playing as Pepper, they play instead of old Pip animations. But for Yasmine, we tried to get them riding as much of Lex as possible. I know one of the things Caitlin
Wait, that's the
ran
reload
into
animation?
was,
That's so lame.
For this first-person reload.
The guns look
because
cool,
the
but
gun
that
no
reload
longer
animation's so
follows
lame.
Lex's
You don't even like charge the
crystal-based
gun. You just...
We had to make a new reload since I don't believe. I think it's Lex's original ones open up and vent heat. So we just have to come up with new
but doesn't
animations
Lex...
for that.
That is such a lame reload, I'm
But
sorry.
yeah, a lot of work gets solved.
Doesn't Lex
before
have a
we
few
do the
skins where like
animation, which is
nothing
great
actually
for us,
happens? He
and,
just puts
we really
puts them
appreciate
up.
The work of the departments
and-
do, and then we'll do spot checks and make any overrides needed to accommodate that.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that reload.
I'm getting serious Magnum vibes from these guns, which is what's my favorite part of the skin.
Yeah. I like that they feel heavy, like when you feel them shoot.
No.
Like powerful.
I keep
Also,
thinking she's
before
gonna
we,
try and do like a
before we
slide
listen
when
to
she's reloading.
The
That's
voice
so
lines, I
weird.
wanted to give a shout out to the voice actress for this skin, Lauren, who was
Okay, I don't know why my
super
stream
excited
keeps
to be
like
part
freezing now.
of the Paladins universe. They had a good friend who passed recently, so this is also for you, Mike. So big shout out to them.
Yeah,
The guns
big
themselves
shout
look
out.
cool, it's
love
just
the work that
that
you
reload
did. The
sucks.
voice pack too just sounds amazing. So she crushed it.
Oh, hold on, let's hear our voice lines.
Yes.
Are they going for voice lines? Okay, they are.
Calling it the Union is like calling an execution the freedom. Focus on the goal, just like the ether. Are you even trying to keep up? I've heard a lot about you. I've heard a lot about you. Woo-hoo. That is not good. I've seen Union children scarier than you.
Very nice. And
Enemies behind us.
Oh wait, they're still going?
we
Wait.
have some sprays there too. Are there any that we didn't look at yet that you have loaded there? Sure. Oh, there we go. That we didn't see that one yet. That one's Valentina's. Very cool. I love the sound effects they put on those as well. We saw that one earlier. The chases. Some of these will be available, folks, to you not only in the event pass, but also via Trials of the Realm, which we'll be going into next. So
Okay, let's see our
we
trials.
Get away from the Genlock stuff, I do want to give a shout out to each of the 5 characters are getting a new MVP for this event pass, and
Okay.
we actually really lucked out where Claire, one of our animators, before coming to us, worked at Rooster Teeth and was able to work on some of the early production of Genlock. So when this crossover came up for our end, Claire really took the lead and immediately started pulling reference images and anything we could to make it so these MVPs that each of these characters are getting are true to who they are in Genlock, but also work on the characters where they're not picked as the Genlock skins. And each one of those are awesome, and Claire was a huge help.
I think this is revenge
making
for when I
that
hacked the Paladins Twitter
we
account,
had the best
Overwatch 2.
understanding of these Genlock characters as we worked on them.
Oh yeah, and just a shout out to those MVPs as well. There are 5 of them, and they are all included for those who purchase the crossover pass. So you will get all 5 MVPs for the 5 different characters skins there.
Okay, so they're not in the free pass
included
yet.
in that, which is a great. I don't think we've ever done 5 in a pass ever, at least not in the new format. And we also have a death stamp that'll be there, which is really cute, featuring Nugget, which is the little animatronic robot that Cami creates in the show. Nugget is adorable, and
So
there's
cute.
also a death card featuring Dr. Weller, which is the character that in the show is voiced by, oh my gosh, I said it earlier, and now I'm blanking. Doctor Who. Tennant. Yeah, David Tennant. Thank you. I don't know why my mind blanked, but yeah. On top of that, you'll get some 3D sprays, avatars, all the skins, all those other things. But we're gonna talk really quick before getting into some other cool skins coming.
Oh God, I don't care
Trials
about
of
the
the Realm,
skins. I just want to see Ray.
Genlock themed. You will get rewards for this. The first one in Temple Isles unlocks July 21st. Lunar Coast is the last to unlock September 8th. And in this, there will be a loading frame for you called Uptime, and it is Genlock themed. There are 2 avatars, 2 static sprays, and 3 of those really cool with sound effects animated 3D sprays that you will see as well as rewards, along with gold crystals and 300 crystals and some event pass team boosters as well for the Trials of the Realm.
Dang.
We hope you've been enjoying those so far. I know it's something newer, so I know the team's been trying to just keep meshing and making it better each time as they can. So with that being said, I want to get into this next really exciting skin though.
Come on.
Because we still have a champion to get to, which we're very close to. It's heating up. It's heating up. It's like when you know,
You're tempting me to go to that
If
patch notes.
you're warm or cold, we're getting hot. We're getting hotter. Okay, on getting to this new champion. But let's talk about Vatu. Vatu came to us in the last update, right? That's kind of one of your babies, Kevin, correct? And we're getting he's channeling his inner abyssal demon, I believe.
I like that knife. I like the kunai for that.
Mayhem Vatu.
I haven't even seen the splash art yet.
Not quite abyssal with a capital A abyssal necessarily, but I can already tell. Maybe it's just me, but I can already tell that this is his first skin that wasn't in his release update, but it is already probably the only.
That looks interesting. I want to see it in game though.
Mm-hmm.
It is just gorgeous.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's very edgy, and this will be available for those who are wondering. We're going to go in game in a second, too, and take a look.
Oh, good.
But for those wondering, there will be a new chest coming. There's going to be 3 new chests coming. The Pandemonium chest is the one that you'll be able to get.
Whoa, that looks cool. Okay,
July
that looks really
21st.
cool.
So we'll take a look at this abyssal demon Vatu.
Collector MK11 join the roster.
As we show off some of his effects, I'll talk a little bit about the voice pack that we will then hear after the effects. But essentially, this is one of my favorite characters to create. So like writing voice packs, you end up, you create a personality, a character for the skin, and this one was just the right mix of like slightly uncomfortable, creepy. That I was nailing it. I asked a couple people on the team, hey, what do you think of this audition? And they said, it kind of made me uncomfortable. And I was like, that's what I was going for. So I think it turned out really well. And yeah, the green.
Wait, did they not change Vatu's damage fall off? I'm still
color
seeing
motif,
it.
even the serrated kunai. Just, I love everything about this skin.
Yeah, the faces on the kunai are actually, when he was doing the flip animation, they're really creepy, but in a good way. Like, it fits this skin. Like, I definitely don't want to see this when I go to the Abyss. I mean, I don't know why we're really trying to go to the Abyss anyways, but definitely don't want to run into him.
Yeah, this is incredible. Art-wise, I apologize if I get any of these mixed up, but I believe this was, concept-wise,
2019. Do you guys see his health? I just noticed Vatu's health in 2019. They haven't fixed that.
Gotta apologize if I mix anyone up, but yeah, this skin was... I think the first time the team started seeing it, we were like, oh, like, this was just a step up from just raising the quality bar for us as skins.
Do they even see it?
It's actually pretty funny, and if we get a third-person shot of this, he does have extra arms attached to him, which
probably like it's 2019,
early on we were concerned might be a problem with them just kind of clipping him through his torso or his head during his animation sets. They actually,
I love the arms.
the first
that is
test
so cool.
we got in of him being rigged on this skin, the arms worked extremely well, and there was like very minimal things we had to tweak on it, and this skin just came together so well.
I should make it so that this skin only has triple the number of kunai thrown, just because it has triple the sets of hands.
Yeah, I wish we could... I was just gonna say, I wish we had time to like have 4 extra arms come in first person and just do animations that way. That would have been fun.
That would be so visually distracting, though. Just saying.
I don't believe we have time to really look at the voice pack for this one just yet, unless production whispers into our ear. I think that's okay.
Have you given us some voice lines?
I think we do get a couple voice lines.
Everything.
Okay, yeah, we do. We're good. We're good.
Violence. Let's make a killing. Violence. Time for... Let's make a killing. Violence. Time for... Violence. You are wonderful. You are wonderful. I am violence.
It kind of reminds me of like a guy version of Yagurath almost.
You're right, Nico. I am uncomfortable, but in a good way. I love it.
Nailed it.
The next one we're going into is we have Toothache Eevee. So for those of you who weren't able to get the ranked reward last year of Sweet Shop Eevee, this is basically a other variation of this skin.
Look at that.
And,
I like that.
Again, we were talking earlier about how the Bounty Store coming back will have Event Pass exclusives, so anyone who buys the crossover pass for Genlock will get the skin for free with the Bounty Store, I believe, or not for free, right? It's. I believe.
Wait, so I have to buy the stupid Genlock pass to get this?
They will have the ability to use bounty coins to purchase this, whereas other people, if they do not have the event or crossover pass, will not be able to.
Aw.
Yeah, this is an event pass exclusive. I'm not exactly certain how it combines with the crossover pass in particular, but it is available in the Just Desserts chest.
Dang, that sucks. So you can't just get it by grinding your points.
Exclusive for the Bounty Store.
Or sorry, yes,
with the Bounty Store. Yeah, not in the crossover pass. Just to clarify that for folks. Correct. So we're going to take a look at her in game, just to see.
I love the hat on that. That is awesome.
Wow. I'm going to need to put you on ice for that one.
Oh, no.
I can't come up with puns that quickly.
Oh, they never fixed the reload on that.
Yeah, we won't spend too much time on this since we have looked at the tweet shop before, but this is really exciting.
Come on into my store, I got candy galore.
Honestly.
Yep, and the sprinkles is just the cherry on top, so to speak.
Gonna have to go. Dang it, Nico.
Dang, that really sucks though that you have to buy the
go
battle
get some
pass
soft
to
serve
get the
after
skin.
this.
You still have to grind for it too. You have to get your bounty store points for it too.
I know a lot of people really wanted to have the new EV skin last season, and we weren't able to get them that. But yeah, we'll take a look at a couple of voice lines real quick, and then we'll be moving on.
It's the
here,
same
and we are
skin. We
almost
know the voice
at
lines for
that,
this.
Time, you know.
What's Bomb King's favorite candy? A warhead.
We already know this.
Good luck. Don't get in too much trouble. You're pretty cool. I have won so many awards. Ooh, I don't know about that. Ooh, I don't know about that.
All right. Well,
There's nothing sweet about what I'm going to do to you. Check out my
just
sweet
to let you
ride.
folks know too, there's gonna be, we're not gonna show this on screen, but it's in the update notes, there's a 50th champion celebration avatar that will be available through a special acquisition upon the launch of Ray, who we will be getting to right in a second. We're gonna just go through the chests coming.
Oh my god,
for this
who cares
update.
about
We
chests?
have
Do any of
3
y'all
new
care
ones.
about
We have
chests?
The Pandemonium chest, the Just Desserts chest, and the Relics of War chest. And the new skin that is in the Pandemonium chest is Mayhem Vatu, and you'll also be able to get Draconic Fighter Victor, Draconic Enforcer Khan, High Priestess Ying, Demonette Maeve, Dark Monarch Leon, Seeping Corruption Grover, and the Wing Drake mount in that. Just Desserts, you're going to have Toothache Eevee, Sugar Plum Willow, Cuddling Moji, Trick or Treat Talus, Street Style Ash, Pumpkin Bomb King, Stellar Protector Io, and Merrymaker Dredge. And then in the Relics of War chest, you're going to be able to get Reaver Victor, Battlesuit Eagle-Eye Canessa, Battlesuit Godslayer,
Bingo.
Androxus,
Oh,
Legion
yeah.
Atlas,
I
Omega
completely
Koga,
forgot I have a
Omega
bingo
Makoa,
card up.
Steelforge Maldamba, and Galactic Conqueror Vora.
Hold on, let's put
So
it.
those 3 will be coming to you in this next update. And no further ado,
I bet these will be
we have
overpriced.
Ray ready to be shown off, and if you missed the trailer, you get to watch it now.
Alright, let's see our Ray
It's
trailer.
amazing.
It's gotta be around here somewhere. Watch out! Don't get yourself killed, okay?
I've already watched this like 10 times.
Well, can't let these go to waste.
Need healing. For the magistrate.
Seriously? I found it! Ha! As usual, I saved the day.
Dang, why did they dumb down Khan so much? I thought Khan was supposed to be like intelligent. Ooh, look at that.
I just love the stop animation style that they use for those trailers so much.
Yeah.
I think it looks great.
Vicky didn't die.
Glow is the
Dang.
production studio that handles that, and they've just been absolutely killing it with like, Octavia's and then Vatu's and now Ray. It's also so awesome to see older characters come back for these cinematics and get a glow up in this art style, and it's just awesome to see these story elements coming together.
Oh yeah. And this is a character too that the team had been working on for a while, and she evolved over time into such like a different style and look. So yeah, I love the way that she turned out. She is dressed the way she is too, being where she resides in House Aiko, but she is Lepori from the Burrows. So we will take a look, our first look at her in game. I think.
Alright, let's
now?
see that in-game model.
Okay, we'll give a couple seconds, but I will also like to point out too, you know, there was a big focus as well with her on just kind of matching that kind of Leon aesthetic too, since like they are close.
I like
they
this little
are,
flap here. It
you
looks
know,
like trying to
besties,
match Khan's
like, you know,
armor. I like that.
besties, But yeah, I
Yeah.
love that Ray didn't necessarily come from House Aiko, but when she's
the
there,
audio is going.
she's formed such a deep bond with Leon, and they
Yes, who
are,
wouldn't form a deep bond
you
with
know,
Leon
the way
getting
that I
burst
think Nico
comboed
explained it too
from
is,
halfway
like,
across the map?
they
Everybody
are
loves
close,
that.
but they also have reasons to also
my God.
be using
What's
each other
happening
in
to
a
your
way.
audio, Romanova?
You know, because Ray is able to get all this knowledge as well from the libraries.
Yeah, I believe Bunny Mage
Oh
was
God,
more
I'm sorry, y'all. Their audio's dying.
of a concept before the Ico part got introduced, and then we just slowly kind of pushed in. We'll make her part of House Ico, make her an Ico Mage, and then that kind of contributed to her appearance and her aesthetic, which made her appearance great.
Ooh, look at
Here
her.
we go.
Here she is.
Wait, is this supposed to be moving? Okay.
Ray,
What
the
a ray of
scholar of House
sunshine.
Ico.
Now, Kevin, care to elaborate on some
Oh my
lore
God.
for everyone out there?
What happened to their freaking...
Yeah, I'll
Hold
give
on,
you,
I'm
like,
gonna
the-
lower this a little bit. Oh, she hops
and then
around,
you
that's
can pick out-
adorable.
Yeah, we can, you know.
I'm gonna lower this to
obviously we can
720,
talk
maybe
more
the...
depth about who she is as a character, but the TLDR is that she is this strong-willed, confident, extremely intelligent,
And now I can barely hear them.
mage who has kind of has now a mutual understanding with Leon. They have become
A mutual
fast
understanding of
friends,
Leon.
faster allies, right? And she is a seeker of knowledge who is serving as a companion to Leon when she's not off doing anything else that would, you know, that she kind of wants. Her goal is to be, you know, to be the very best.
Like
to
no one
make
ever
sure
was.
That,
Okay.
yeah, not quite, but
Oh yeah, inspect
but,
your
to
hands.
make sure
Oh, that's cute.
She uses the resources that House Ico can provide to her.
A little
to
Watson clap.
be at the tippy top of the.
Alright, I don't know
arcane
what they did to the
mastery,
audio, y'all.
that
I am
nobody
so
else
sorry.
Has,
Now they're
while at the
louder
same
again,
time
but they're still
providing,
choppy.
You know, services or benefits to House Ico as kind of their mage, their scholar, their knowledge seeker. You know, she'll work with Khan, as you saw in the trailer, occasionally. Although, you know, Khan and she might have kind of a long suffering.
Alright, so is she
relationship.
gonna slap some fools up?
A little bit of friendly ribbing.
Oh.
The general, you know, Ray.
Okay, we just come
Ray
back and there's a
traits
dead Cassie on the floor.
of her,
Okay. I don't know what we
of her
missed.
lore.
What a ray of sunshine. I do want to give shout outs to our animator Jacob was point on the third person animations and did that amazing skip that we saw when we first loaded in. I was point on the first person
Everything is
animations
going
we've
wrong
seen
with this update show.
and the whole team helped out on Ray, and everyone has a chunk of making her personality really shine.
Dang, I'm gonna feel so bad killing her. She's so adorable, that little jump.
Romanova, if you like, we can start going through her abilities
Yeah,
as well.
that's what I was about to push in once Brett was done talking.
Alright, come on, Staticky. Let's see
she's
the...
support, folks. She has 2,200 health, and her weapon is just, you know, her hands, sigil. So I will let you start going through her abilities here, starting with, I guess, chain heal.
Sure, we can show off her in-hand as well. So, and as we do that, which is essentially just a ball of magical energy, so our cameraman can send that downtown towards Fernando. But as we do that, we can.
Ooh, look
so
at that.
This is I ended up taking over for another designer at the tail end of production, so you get a little bit of Nico flavor. Designed by another one of our fantastic designers, Adonis, who, for those of you who have not heard, is no longer with High Res. He's off pursuing greener pastures, although that's more of a cow thing than a rabbit thing, right? So greener, orange or carrots, whatever. But so yeah, so we'll start with sigil. We have that in hand 6 ammo. Fires out a magical ball of energy, dealing 450 damage every 0.7 seconds. Her alternate fire, chain heal, is manifesting arcane forces, sending them outward, chaining between allies, and healing them for 500 per bounce.
500
Now,
pounds.
we will talk about Spirit Link
Oh,
later.
it's an auto-aim heal.
Essentially,
Okay.
Spirit Linked allies will be healed for 30% more.
Interesting.
And this is kind of a different take. You know, as we make new champions and new ways to deliver mechanics, we're always aiming for something that is both viable and flavorful, something new, something different. So this is kind of your semi-traditional chain heal versus, for example, an AoE heal or a direct heal or
Interesting.
shared
I kinda
healing,
like that
anything
healing.
that. I'm actually going to skip to ability 2 before we do her defensive. So if we can show off Spirit Link real quick. We tether ourselves to an ally or an enemy. And while linked to an ally, you heal them for, I believe it's actually less than the number
so
on the patch
visually
notes
distracting.
right now, but the patch note shows 200. We heal them for 50 per tick right now. Obviously, numbers can change for the first PTS cycle, and grant them 1% ultimate charge every 1 second.
That is
While
really
linked
strong,
to an
the
enemy,
ultimate charge.
we reduce their movement speed by 10% and deal 50 damage every 0.75 seconds. Something to note with Spirit Link, it is not permanent. It will break if you break line of sight for a duration or get far enough away for a duration, anything like that. And we show off kind of the cool warning color change before that happens when linked to an ally.
Yeah.
Sorry, Brett, go ahead.
Oh,
That's very interesting. I like
I was
this.
gonna say, this is probably the most complicated part of
Just Aphrodite.
that we really had to figure
Stay
out
in
early
your lane,
whether she was
Aphrodite.
Going to, we knew she was going to link with players, and we didn't know if we wanted to do that through casting with her hands or what.
Okay, they heal. You heal your allies more when you're linked.
Her this little effigy, little spirit object. Not sure what the term we ended up calling it, but yeah, this little orb that stays with her so that she can continue doing her casting things. And yeah, Kyle, our tech artist, had a lot of experimentation with this, so that like we have different animations for when you summon the orb, when you recast the orb, when you can break the orb, and just like Rollin working on like the beam trail and making sure that was smooth, and just the whole screen presentation of this was really decided early on, which was a huge help, and it came out great.
I wonder what the range limit is on that.
We do have some targeting logic on the chain heal to target low health allies, so there's a little bit of.
I feel like there's going to be no reason to put that tether on an enemy though. It does like no damage. It slows for like a very tiny amount.
Defensive, which is called envelop. So envelop. This is another new mechanic, something that we'll love feedback on. But envelop is a defensive that reduces the maximum amount of damage that you can take in a single instance of damage to 275 per instance. The duration is fairly short at 3 seconds, and it increases your movement speed by 40% as well. If you envelop,
Torvald just became obsolete.
Linked to an ally, they are also enveloped.
That is a better Torvald.
So just to clarify, if you take damage, for example, from Koga, who does less than 275 damage per bullet, it will do nothing for you besides give movement speed. If you take damage from, for example, a Fusillade Drogo's rocket,
I see this character being picked a lot. Freaking, how much burst damage is there in this game?
So this is a different way to survive, to mitigate damage, and essentially just introducing new and interesting mechanics, new and interesting ways to play. Enveloping will protect Fernando from Cassie shots as well for that duration.
Very interesting.
And
I like that ability a lot.
Move on to our ultimate, which is called Vivify. Vivify is unleashing. And you'll see the VFX. I absolutely love the VFX. Our cameraman's going to keep Fernando alive while I'm talking. I'll try to make this quick. All right, so Vivify unleashes a burst of energy to your linked ally. You have to be linked to somebody to use her ultimate, making them immune to damage for 2 seconds, and then healing them for 100% of their maximum health after that delay. You also gain this benefit. And like I said before, you have to be linked to an ally to use it. So we can go ahead and...
I like that.
Hurt poor Fernando, and then go ahead and keep him from...
I like that a lot. That's...
from dying.
Dang, imagine she freaking saves Yagurath or something.
I'm pretty happy with how this one came out.
I'm assuming it's not affected by Cauterize, right? Oh, nice.
So this is your oh crap moment. I need to save you right now.
And you can use it to save yourself too.
Time to save the day.
Woo! Let's go. Everyone in chat's probably gonna be like, Ray OP, please nerf.
Ray
It's not
OP.
even out yet.
The Leon mains are typing.
Much scarier before there was any audio or VFX attached to it. Oh, bye, Fernando. And
Something
in
that,
playtest, Yaguraths would just go to full health.
something that our cameraman was showing off.
No,
there
actually, it wouldn't be
is
affected by
just requiring
cauterize
it to
because
be
you're immune to damage for
your
2
to an
seconds, so
ally
that
is
cleanses
the
caught.
ultimate, right? And using it will affect your link's target, not the person you are looking at. So just to be clear, it's not an aimed ultimate here.
Very cool. Very, very cool. Now, we do have, some more time here, Nico. Maybe go over some of the talents that she has.
Oh yeah, let's see the talents.
Before we get into her skins that will be in the season pass and her variation color and...
No movement skill, yo. So
her
gotta watch that
talent is
positioning.
called Extension.
You are flanker food.
This increases the range at which the chain heal, your alt fire, will bounce between allies by 40%. This is, you take this if you are not going to be playing super grouped up, if you just want a more comfortable ease of healing experience. There we go. It's significantly larger, just kind of a quality of life, ease of use thing.
She has a really good self-sustain though with that chain heal.
Restraint. This one again. All these talents, obviously, everything with Ray, we want your feedback, so go ahead and give that in the proper channels. But level 2 restraint, while envelop is active, and you are linked to an enemy, prevent them from healing.
That is strong.
So if I link to first I have to get close enough to Fernando to link to him. If I link to Fernando and I use envelop, it has a duration.
Oh my god, that is strong. That's gonna be meta.
That make you untargetable.
Just like you mark a Yagarath, Solar Blessing, nothing, does nothing.
That kind of thing. But this
you
is
call your team to
for
focus
the
that one
slightly more
target.
Aggressive or situational aggressive Ray. Make sure you get that. Make sure you get that pick by running healing while envelop is active. You also have to burn your defensive to do that. So
I see that being her most picked. It's like an off support.
And Ray's final talent at level 8 is called Focus. This one is, as I think it was colloquially known within the team, as
Willow found dead.
Link. Spirit Link's cooldown.
Who's Willow? Like Weeping Willows, the trees?
To 6 seconds. So it is a cooldown now, rather than something that you swap
Spirit Link's
pretty
cooldown.
quickly.
Wait.
And it only lasts for 2 seconds. It's no longer persistent, but its base effects are tripled. And that means, let me be clear, it's not any of the cards, and it's not any of the other effects that happen with Spirit Link necessarily. It is the base effects. So the healing and the energy charge will be increased. In addition to the slow and the damage that you deal against an enemy with Spirit Link active, that is also increased by 3. This is one, I think, that has the greatest potential for numbers changes in PTS, so go ahead and give me feedback on how that plays in your guys' opinion.
Yeah,
and that covers, I think...
I was just going to say, to add to you asking for feedback, a really good place to do that is once we do open PTS, the Discord.
I feel like that one's not going to be picked a lot.
Paladins game. If you aren't a member, join. There is always a PTS feedback channel that we have, and we will have one when the PTS for this goes live. And that is a great way to kind of give that PTS feedback there to Nico. That is not where you put your bugs. There is also going to be a PTS bug channel separately, but for feedback,
I hope there's a card to increase the range of the tether.
So
I'm assuming there
sure
will be.
Tune in if that is something you'd be interested in and contributing to this update, folks. But with that being said, that is Ray. Let's listen to a couple of her voice lines.
Dang, why does this guy want to get Ray killed twice? Oh, wait, hold on, they're gonna do voice lines.
Cassie
Get
auto
rid of all
fires
these
first.
Cassies.
Never bring a gun to a wavy handbag.
You have served your purpose, Cassie. Now be gone.
Yeah, be gone.
Leave this realm.
Rampage.
Hit an F in the chat.
Oh, we got
for
one more.
Our cameraman. There's still one more terrorizing the realm right. No, 2 more. There's still 2 more terrorizing.
I
the realm.
literally found dead in a dumpster.
All right.
Cassie, can't be a bestie when she's just shooting off like that. So.
I commissioned an art piece the other day. I call it ray tracing. Good luck, everyone. Let's have some fun. You're amazing. You should join House Psycho. Top of my class. Thank you. Chase the enemy. Spread out. Retreat. Help. Help. Group up. Clearly, none of you have ever been near a library. Good luck, everyone. No, not that.
She's serving the sass of.
Did I compare Ray to Saris? Yeah, any character is more
I
interesting
love
than
it.
Saris.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
This is gonna be the season pass skin for those who are interested. If you don't already own it, might be the time to buy it if you're a Ray fan. This is unlocked.
Who
This
is
the
that
Beast
Sky?
Rider
Oh,
skin,
god.
and it is unlocked through the season pass 2021.
That actually
and the
doesn't look
skin will
awful. Is
become
that like
unattainable
considered a
after
furry
the
skin
season
though?
pass 2021 has finished. So yeah, I mean, look, she got emoji there. She hasn't forgotten about fellow Lapori, out there, and she is just having a blast sunbathing. But making sure she stays cool in the shade with that hat. Very cute. Very, very, very cute.
Is that what base Molji's supposed to look like?
I love it.
Because I thought that was just the...
Oh, and we
Oh,
do have
buddy.
a look at it in game, just so we can see it, since it is a little different in a couple ways from the base skin. Just the general look of it. Very stylish. It reminds me.
I like that
a
skin,
vintage,
actually.
Look, but very still.
I don't know, does it count as a furry skin, though?
To me, even without red, the House Ico.
She's like an animal hybrid. She's not full-on rabbit lady. I don't know. We'll put that to a poll.
And this is going to
Ooh.
be her other skin. I just love the color palette. I love the kind of fiery look to this. This is her Harvest skin. This is the variant recolor that can be purchased for either 60,000 gold or 200 crystals. And if you're a Season Pass 2021 holder, you will automatically unlock this skin. So very, very gorgeous. I just love the color palette. And last but not least, we have Golden Ray. This will be your unlock. For
hopefully it looks
reaching
better
master
in game.
Level 50 with Ray. We know certain people try to max their new characters to level 50 in a day, so we'll have to see who gets the first level 50 Ray when she is officially live. But really, I love the gold, but I love the base being black because the gold makes it pop even more with the design in her, robes. So I really enjoy it. Overall, folks, we're getting close to the end here, so just a couple last words is on the community side, if you haven't already, I'm just going to say it before we sign off, make sure you enter, if you haven't, the community avatar submission program.
There's so many
current
cool
theme
avatars
going on
coming
is
out,
the
y'all.
Fall Halloween theme, which I think everyone kind of is having fun with. I love you're making it so hard for me. Last time was so hard to just limit it down to 10. And with the addition of animated avatars this time, it's going to be even harder to sift through because I went through like 700 entries the last time and then had to like get it down like with the team to a certain amount, then limit it again, and then we had to choose from like the top, I don't know, like 15 or 20 at the end for like the top 10 that ended up, being in the game for our community chest. So if you haven't already, that's on the paladins.com/news page with the information on how to enter and everything. Any last words before we sign off here, folks?
Is that it?
Nico.
For me at least, I hope the patch note show has been rabbiting. That wasn't very good. I'll jump off of that. But anyway, so all jokes aside, I do hope we put a lot of effort into this patch. This is a mid-season. It's larger than usual. We had a lot of different changes, a lot of potentially significant changes, some of which we weren't able to cover on the patch note show. So please go check out the patch notes. I am very excited for this patch.
to.
I hope you guys are too. Please feel free to leave feedback. We'd love to hear from you, and I really hope you enjoy this patch.
Yeah, it's been a very hair-raising update, if I can say so myself. But Brett, any final words? Thank you, by the way, for joining us.
Yeah.
Animator. Make sure you follow him, folks.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. It's been great to talk about this patch. I mean, we've been working on it for a long time, and a lot of love went into it. A lot of people were excited for both Genlock and Ray, and it's been awesome watching it develop. Huge props to everyone involved. Again, yeah, like Nico said, let us know what you think. We love hearing it. And one special thing I do want to say is like when Ray's teasers first started coming out on social, the amount of fan art we started seeing immediately for her was outstanding. And like we share it all internally with the team. Like we all see it. We're all out there looking for it, and the amount of love that Ray received, and just how good a lot of this early fan art was when like our community hasn't even seen the fully detailed form of Ray. It was just really exciting to see, and we'll keep our ears open for how everyone likes her when she's in playtest.
Keep them up.
The bunny ears.
With that being said, folks, thank you so much for joining us for the Genlock update show. All
right, thank you for
the pleasure to be here with
thank
you
you for the
folks
show
and show you all this new content in what I think is one of our best updates.
All right, y'all, we're skipping to the patch notes. We're going back to the patch notes.
Next time, and we'll see you in the round. Bye.
Thanks, everyone. Have a good one.
Later.
Thanks for keeping Paladins fresh. All right, here we go. So, yeah, here's Ray. We're going to the patch notes, and then we'll wrap it up because I kind of have to get going soon. So, Ray, new champion support. Just quickly skim over this since we saw it. Your primary does 450 damage every 0.7 seconds. That's like the little Orbeez that you shoot at people. You have the chain heal, which you bounce between allies. I don't know, in the showcase it looked like it was only bouncing back and forth between Ray and the ally, so I'm wondering if that's like misleading, or I don't know, maybe it was just like the showcase not functioning properly. And if you link someone, they're healed for 30% more, so they're healed for 650 instead of 500. And then envelop yourself, reducing the maximum amount of damage you can take to 275 per instance. So Leon Ultimate will only be doing 275. Your movement speed is increased by 40% for 3 seconds, and you can apply this to your linked allies as well. Then you got the Spirit Link. Tether your spirit to an ally or enemy player. When you're with an ally, you heal them for 200 and grant them 1% ultimate charge every 1 second. I feel like that's going to be crazy strong with certain champions who have good ultimates. And when you're linked to an enemy, you reduce their movement speed by 10% and deal 50 damage every 0.75 seconds. Yawn. Lame. Then you got Vivify. You target an ally to infuse them with life, granting damage immunity for 2 seconds and then healing them to full after a brief delay. If Spirit linked to the targeted player, Ray will also be healed for full. I thought they said you have to be linked to use this. Okay, well, they need to update the descriptions a little bit. So here are the talents. Extension, increase the range at which chain heal bounces by 40%. Lame. Restraint, linking to an enemy with Spirit Link progressively slows the player over 3 seconds. What? After 3 seconds, the enemy is rooted for 1. Didn't they just say this talent will cut all healing? I thought that's what they said. Yo, whoever did these needs to double check. So this talent will either cut all healing to a linked enemy, or this, slow the player over 3 seconds and then root them for a second. So either way, both sound pretty good. And then level 8 Focus. Spirit Link's cooldown is increased to 6 seconds, and it only lasts for 2 seconds, but the effects are tripled. So it will heal for 600 and grant them 3% ult charge for 2 seconds. And, you know, deal more damage and stuff. Because, yeah. Alright, let's see cards. Magic in the Blood. Reduce the cooldown of Chain Heal by 0.1, minus 0.5 seconds scaling. I'm assuming that's 0.05 seconds scaling. 0.1. After hitting an enemy with Sigil. So if you hit your primary, you get cooldown redux on your healing. Increase your maximum health by 50, up to 250. Rest and Relaxation. Increase your maximum ammo by 2, up to 10. Increase your movement speed by 8, scaling up to 40% for 2 seconds after earning a killing blow or a limb. That card's going to be pretty good. I could see that being strong. And then here's the card art. Never really took a peek. There's her and Yagurath teaming up. No, I'm just kidding. There's her and Moji. Alright, let's see. Alright, Chain Heal cards. Ico Forces. Reduce the damage you take by 1 to 5. Oh, wait, this is... I'm sorry. Yeah, it scales by 0.1 seconds. They changed it. It's a little funny here. So at max, it's half a second you get off. Alright, so Reduce the damage you take by 1 up to 5% for 2 seconds for each ally hit with Chain Heal. This effect stacks. Okay. Future generations, after taking 2,000 minus 1,500 damage, your next use of Chain Heal does not cause it to go on cooldown. Okay. That might be an interesting one. Grant 50% reload speed for half a second, up to 2.5 seconds to each player when Chain Heal bounce. That's going to be pretty good. If you have like a ROM or something. It's a situational good, but I feel like it's going to be good. And then Refreshing Break. Grant 0.4 up to 2% ult charge to each player to which Chain Heal bounces. Yo, Ray giving ultimate charge out like it's nothing. Here you go. And then let's see the cards for this. So she's summoning some little bunnies to play with the kid. Her, Leon, and Khan, the little squad over there. Oh, her and Leon having fun. Doing Leon's hair. And, her, like, meditating, studying. Alright, let's see. Spirit Link cards. Increase the healing Spirit Link provides every 1 second to your linked friendly target by 20 up to 100 health. Okay. So it could heal up to 300 a second. Might be worth it. Arcane Focus. Transfer 25% of the damage your Spirit Link target takes to you. Okay. You take 90 minus 65% of that damage. This breaks at the health threshold. This one seems very interesting. Although I'm not sure how necessary it would be. Oh wait, no, this is Spirit Link. This isn't the damage reduction ability. That could be very interesting. I feel like that's going to be 25% of the damage you take. That one's going to be very interesting. I have to see how that plays out. Deft Magics. Linking to a new target reduces all your cooldowns by 0.1 up to 0.5 seconds. And then Midnight Stroll. Reduce the damage done by any enemy when you are linked to Spirit. Okay, so when you're linked to an enemy, it will reduce their damage by 5 to 25%. Okay. That's... wow. She's got some strong cards, this one. And we're not even done yet. Alright, let's see the little card art for that. It's her riding a giant bunny. Little, like... I don't know, firing. Her protecting Kanu. And her mimicking Eevee, you know. And then just some more fun bunny cards. Alright, let's see. Arcane Maelstrom. Using Envelop reduces your linked friendly target's cooldowns. Oh my god, this character has so many strong cards. Yo, you pop this on an Amani or an Atlas, and they just get free cooldown reductions. Wow. Reduce the cooldown of Envelop by 0.3 up to 1.5 seconds. Heal for 50 up to 250 when you use Envelop. Increase the maximum amount of damage mitigated by Envelop by 7 to 35%. Wow. So... 35% of 275. I can't do the math. That's like... that's... It's like an extra 70 off, I want to say. 70-ish, around there. So they would take 200 damage when capped out. And then here's the limited skin. I don't know if this qualifies as a furry skin. I thought that was going to be the skin over there. So that's going to be... Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta check one off for the bingo. Because... where is it? Did I put it here? There it is. New champ looks OP. At least those cards look really strong. Why can't I put it the way I want to? There we go. Alright, so this is the Season Pass skin. I like that. It's actually, like, fun. Might purchase the Season Pass for it. Then this is Harvest. This is the default recolor. This is Golden Ray. Then here are her emotes. It's got some, like, anime waifu dances going on. Oh, she's doing the, I forgot what that thing's called. Mei has the same dance in Overwatch. Dang, Paladins copying Overwatch, what is this? Then here's her alternate emote. Okay, that's cute with the little glasses. One more time. Okay, here's her MVP pose. That's the default. Then here's Watch Closely as you envelop the crane. Alright, here's our Genlock skins. Does anyone care about these? Here we go. I'm sorry, it's like, I saw them already. They spent so long with these skins. So there you go, you got Cami Maeve, Valentina Canessa, Chase Victor, this is the free skin, Kazun, and Yasmine Lex. And you could get all these sprays and avatars. This one looks pretty cool. 3D sprays. Here's the MVP poses. That's a Victor pose, if I've ever seen one. Okay. Not too shabby. You get a Death card, Dr. Weller, Rufus, I don't know what that is. I don't know who or what that is, I haven't watched the anime. Death Sam brewing mischief, that's cute. I like that. Ray over Genlock, skip. Alright, Trials of the Realm, blah blah blah. You get 300 crystals, 120k gold, 6 event pass levels, and boosters. Here's the loading frame. Looks okay. Some avatars. So I guess they do transform into mechs, I don't know. I think the mechs would have been cooler skins, just saying. And that's it. Wow, I'm probably not going to be doing much of the trials this time. Alright, Bounty Store is back, y'all. Reopening the Bounty Store with more updates to come in patch 6. As we continue to expand the system towards the goal, we will be making certain changes. In the short term, there will be pricing changes in the updated version. Please, God, you remember how annoying it was to grind for a skin when they lowered it to 1 bounty coin? That was so annoying. To compensate for this, and in light of exploits from the previous implementation, we're normalizing previous bounty coins such that players will have between 100 to 1,000 bounty coins when we reopen the store. For the vast majority of players, this will be an increase from their previous balance. Skins that were owned previously will be maintained, but duplicates of each skin are being removed. Duplicates? I don't know why you would have a duplicate skin, but... bounty skins will be priced at more bounty coins per skin moving forward, but we multiplied the rewards from daily quests by 30, and are adding additional ways of earning coins. Overall, we expect players to see more coins in value relative to the previous iteration going forward. We intend to continue doing it, blah blah blah. Okay, so more skins, exclusive skins, Twitch drops, you can link, and you can watch ads while waiting for a match of Paladins to get more coins. Alright, LTMs, let's see. Pick any. So this is no limits. In celebration of Paladin's 50th champion, we're letting you pick whatever champion you want. Teammate already picked them? No problem. Play 5 Crocs if it makes you happy. Mo totems, no problems. That's gonna be really fun. Expect a lot of videos on this one. I'm gonna get 5 people together, and we're just gonna do like the dumbest things we could think of. Hunter versus Hunter, 2 gunslingers. Okay, you play as Androxus versus Lex. Is that it? 6 unique and 2 previously popular modes. So wait. Okay, they don't tell you all of them. I forgot. They did this the last patch too. They only told us 2 of them. Alright, let's see. So here's the 50th Champion Celebration avatar. Here's the new Vatu skin, Mayhem, with the 6 arms. Toothache Eevee, which I like this better than the original. Available in Bounty Store as a Bounty Store exclusive skin, or available in the Just Desserts chest on August 4th. Okay, so you actually can get this skin if you don't buy the Battle Pass. So that's good. How much is this? How much is the damn chest? So this one for the Vatu skin, it's 400 crystals. Has all this garbage in it. Just Desserts, also 400 crystals. 400 crystals, yeah, these are pricey. I already marked that though. Alright, general updates. Obviously, by the time there's a disconnected player in a match, something has already gone wrong. Nobody wants that, but we've made some changes to this patch to try and reduce the frustration for when it happens. Bots will no longer purchase items for disconnected players. Outside of training matches, bots will no longer purchase items. No more coming back to the game and having 2 ranks in an item you never would have bought. Scoreboard disconnected indicator. Allies will now see the disconnected status for their teammates on the scoreboard. Nice! Legacy VGS. PC players can opt into legacy deprecated VGS, including VGS's lines that were removed with the VGS rework. Yes! I'm sorry, that was so loud. Sorry, Mom. Finally! Why did they remove it in the first place? Best change. Best change. Is that on the bingo board? I don't think that's on the bingo board. But I'm so happy about that. Okay, let me see. Skin previewing. We've added the ability to preview the full model of a skin in the pre-match lobby, so you can make informed decisions on whether to shell out your hard-earned crystals on them. Does anyone care about that? Oh my god, I'm so happy about the freaking VGS. Console players are crying in the corner, I'm sorry. Alright, ranked updates. 3 ranked bans. Finally. Let's see, Split 2. Okay, so that's going to be starting soon. Play 15 ranked matches for a gold chest. Play 25 for a determined avatar. Very anime-esque Ying. Previous map rotation. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Alright, balance. Balance, here we go. Let me get this ready. Alright, dev commentary. Talents are one of multiple ways in Paladins to customize your gameplay experience. Some talents were providing enough to the overall playstyle of the champion, or were underutilized, less liked, or all the above. These talent reworks are meant to be a fresh take on their champions' playstyles, a targeted change to specific playstyles that we feel were unhealthy for the game, and in some cases both. We know that there were at least some players who enjoyed the previous versions of things we changed, and we plan on listening to that player feedback. Yep, no, Luminary's gone. Alright, let's continue. Luminary no longer increases your weapon damage, and new, all allies already affected by Astromark are healed for an additional 250 when you use the ability. So, if you have like a full team of like damage and flanks, this is going to be really strong. Luminary has been a contentious topic, especially when it comes to damage amplification in general. With this change, we hope that it both alleviates some of the problems that can come from directly augmenting others' damage, while providing a new way to feel more effective as Genos focused on keeping your team alive. I still worry that Genos' overall healing, I don't know if he's gotten any other changes. I'm just worried it's still going to feel like really awful, because it heals 180 every second, and that's so low. Like, if you're a frontline getting healed by that, it takes forever to get back to full. Alright, Furia, Solar Blessing. We saw this. The Pyro Strike no longer comes to contact and stops automatically. Now you have to stop it yourself, but it heals for a little bit less now. It heals 2,000 healing a second instead of 3,000 healing a second. Still going to be more than enough for most scenarios. Blah, blah, blah. We're not going to read the commentary. Canessa, Eagle Eye. So the old one increased your headshot damage by 25%, and the new one, Sniper Rifle gains increased fire and charge rate at the cost of reduced damage per shot, and while scoped gains increased maneuverability. Interesting. I wonder what the reduced damage is. It can be frustrating to take large amounts of damage from a character at long distances. Widowmaker. And snipers like Canessa are no exception. This change is meant to provide a different take on the traditionally long-range champion that offers a less punishing option for difficult shots. I can't speak, y'all, you know this. While maintaining the flavor that Canessa brings to the game. Alright, Atlas, Unstable Fisher. That old garbage is gone. Activating Second Chance also rewinds enemies within 40 units. This, I don't know how to feel about. Like, it's interesting, yes, and I think it's way better than this old garbage. Is it going to be good, though? I don't know. I mean, it's there if you need a second rewind, like a Terminus just ulted, and you already wasted your rewind, you could use this. But I feel like in more cases than not, it's going to be like, you know, maybe your teammate, like your Leon's about to pop her ultimate on someone who's about to kill you, you rewind to save yourself, and you end up rewinding the target at the same time. I feel like that's going to be more common with this talent. I don't know. Alright, Formidable, bye-bye, garbage. Someone really did watch my top 10 worst Paladins talents video. Now I have to update that and make a new one. That was a good video. Alright, so that old garbage is gone. Now you have 2 charges of charge. Each charge deals an additional 100 damage, so it deals 500. And you're CC immune while charging, but the cooldown of charge is increased to 13 seconds. I don't know what the base cooldown is, but I think that might actually be pretty strong. 2 instances of CC immunity. Pretty good. And Aegis, this frustrating as hell talent is gone, thank God. And now your shield now uses a resource that regenerates over time instead of using a cooldown. Hopefully it's like, it regens fast enough so that it's still, main tank material, but hopefully it's not like on the level of this. This was so frustrating. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Architectonics is gone. I feel like I won that argument. So many people would argue with me that this talent was good. That's just like a personal thing. I know. Some people like the talent. And now the new architectonics is when you're at 35% ult charge, you can place a flamethrower turret with modified values and it has no shield. So your dome shield does not provide a shield. It's called Forge Fire. You could have 2 of them at once. I can't wait to see this one in action. That sounds like so much fun. The Symmetra in Paladins, I can't believe it. It took so long. Ooh, they buffed Cauterize. Okay, so the scaling goes from 30 to 55 to 80%. Interesting. So it's like an in-between of the old and the new one. Okay. 80%, it's like a little nudge. Tiny nudge, I like this. Hopefully double support won't feel too oppressive. Alright, Wrecker. Oh, dang. 30, 60, 90. This one I'm not too sure about. I feel like Wrecker was fine, personally. We'll have to see how that one plays out, because I feel like the old Wrecker, way back in the day, used to scale by 75% per level, and like once you got it to level 2, just shields were irrelevant. And I kind of like where they have shields now, where it's like you can get Wrecker if you want to destroy them faster. Otherwise, you know, why not just wait them out? And I don't know, I don't want them going down the Overwatch road, where shields, you just put them up and they're gone a second later. Like, that doesn't feel good as a front line. Doesn't feel good as an ally to that front line. You know, you try and take cover and the Sigma shields just pop. Alright, but let's continue with Bulldozer. This is at the old Wrecker values now, so 25, 50, 75. Bulldozer's rarely picked, but you know. Resilience. Oh, thank God, Resilience is going back to 25%. Thank you. So it's now 25, 50, 75%. Let me see. Crowd control is an important part of our and other games. It can also be frustrating to deal with. Solar Blast. Exterminate. We're trying to strike the right balance between ensuring that crowd control is a viable set of mechanics that feel good to use, but at the same time providing players with the tools to combat crowd control. Thank you. Ooh, they both Rejuvenate! Yay! Rejuvenate, it goes from 5, 10, 15 to 6, 12, 18. I'm so happy. I love Rejuvenate. I'm so happy they buffed it. Because with this scaling, even though it's a very tiny increase, with this scaling, a lot of times it was just like more impactful to buy Life Rip. Like just saying, if you're an Amani and your healer is like, I don't know, like a Grok or something, Grok or Pip, just buy Life Rip. Alright, Haven. Now it reduces both direct and AoE damage by 6, 12, 18, so it's nerfed a little bit. But you have all your damage in one. This I'm not sure how to feel about. Blast Shields being just booted from the game. I feel like there was a bit of a strategy, you know, if the enemy team had a mix of Blast and Direct, like a Leon Drogos or something, and you're like, okay, the Drogos is killing me a lot, but most of their team is Haven. Do I get Haven and survive the other 4, or should I get Blast Shields and, you know, take it to that Drogos? So, I don't know about that one. Iffy on this. And Blast Shield's gone. Yeeted. New item, Guardian. Increase the effectiveness of shields you create by 7, 14, 21. I'm gonna be honest, I don't like this. It's just... Why is there an item store item that is just for the front lines? Like... Seems weird, because not a lot of characters create shields, only front lines do. And not all of the front lines, mind you, some of them. I don't know. These two changes, Haven and Guardian, iffy on. Very iffy on. It's a no from me. Oh, and Vivian. Sorry, can't forget Vivian. Hold on, 21%. So Torvald can get an extra 160 on a Thanks Grandpa bubble. So that's 960. 960 bubble HP. Alright. And Veteran finally getting reworked. Increase your base max health by 4, 8, 12%, and the cost goes up from 150 to 250 credits. So at 12%, most champions have 2,200 health. So you're going to get like an extra 220, more like 240 health. Is it worth it for a little damage dealer? Maybe not. If you're a frontline though, I see this item being very popular. Because the average frontline will get like almost 400 bonus health. That's pretty good. Alright, we're continuing on with actual balance, I guess. Going back to champion balance. So, Temporal Divide. Greatly increase the size. Oh, they're upping the cooldown from 50 to 65%. Interesting. Ally Tinkering. Modify your blunderbuss. Okay, so they're upping the damage from 510 to 535. Combat Repair is getting a nerf. The healing's going from 100 to 90. This is where you heal your turret if you're standing near it. Forged Alloy. Increase the health of your turret by 150, going to 140. I don't know why they love chipping away at barrack. Just chip, chip, chip. Hold on, I'm checking my my bingo board here real quick. Did I miss anything? I don't think I missed anything. Alright, so one man scrap, when the turret is destroyed, reduce your active cooldowns. This one I can justify that. That was an annoying one. Goes from 6 to 5%. Alright, Inara, let's see. Caretaker, heal for 20 every 1 second when standing in Mortar's field. Now goes to 22%. I'm assuming that's just 22 health. Stone Bulwark, let's see. Increased scaling 25 to 28. I don't know what's with these like very teensy tiny changes. Earthen Guard, let me see. Enter defensive state while in this state. Okay, wait. Increased duration from 5 to 5.3 seconds. Okay. Impasse, reduce cooldown from 15 to 14 seconds. Okay. Little tiny Inara buffs here. Makoa, increased maximum damage fall off from 75 to 80 units. Nice. Hitting Yagoroth with Drudge Anchor will now apply a 1 second stun. I love that. They just had to make a tiny change just for Yagoroth. That's Yagoroth, man. Just full of exceptions. Alright, blah blah blah. Terminus, Necromantic Might, reduce the damage required to generate a Calamity Blast by 120. Okay, so they nerfed this. It's only 100 now. Devastation, heal for 60 for each enemy hit by Calamity Blast. Now affects players, pets, and illusions. Oh, okay. No affects players and illusions. Okay. So they just nerfed his Siphon Reset a little bit. Not too shabby. Ooh, Torvald. Oh my god, someone must have been watching my videos. Someone must have been watching my videos. So the shield value goes up from 500 to 650. I suggested this in my how to rework Torvald video. I did, and I'm so happy about this. And dang, cooldown goes up from 6 to 9 seconds. Wow. Okay, never mind. Ow. That's harsh. 9 seconds on that, jeez. So with Thanks Grandpa, you get 950. 950 bubble. Okay, nullify. Okay, more range. And reduce cooldown, okay. Recharge, reduce cooldown. 14 to 12 seconds, okay. Ooh, they buffed his damage too. Goes from 180 to 190. And they buffed his ultimate damage too. Goes from 55 to 60. So they actually buffed Torvald. Mostly, minus the protection cooldown. That's pretty hefty nerf. 650 at base. I'm very interested to see how this will play. Very interested. And I'm glad that they're not ignoring him. I mean, I think the recharge this ability should go. And just be like a passive. But, you know, I think these are good steps. I don't think Torvald's going to increase, like, suddenly become a meta pick. But I think he will be more playable. 190 per shot, that's going to be... That's almost 1,000 DPS. Hot damn. Okay. Torvald ain't fucking around. We would like to invest the time and resources it would take to make significant sweeping changes to Torvald, as we think he deserves it. Thanks, Grandpa, in the short term. Thanks, Grandpa. In the short term, however, we feel that he can use some love across the boards. So wait, did they just confirm a Torvald rework? Is this a confirmation of a Torvald rework? Hold on, y'all. I need some Torvald crystals. Hold on, I'm spamming some in the chat. Torvald crystals. Okay. So, okay. Very excited about that. Next up, Yagarath. Piercing Quills / Acceleration Current. Piercing Quills deal 170, explode in a small area. Remove the increased damage taken by enemies hit with Piercing Quills while being affected by Caustic Spray. Dang! I kind of like that ability. I know it was bloating her kit, but I like that ability. Let's see. Primal Vision. Reduce the interval between pulses by 10%. Reduce the overall duration of Primal Vision by 10%. Reduce duration. Okay, nerfs to the vision. Caustic Spray. Increased range. Okay, who's texting me? Dang, poor Yagarath mains. I'm kind of sad that this is going. Wait a minute. Isn't there a card for Yagarath that increases the damage vulnerability from this ability? I don't see any card changes here. Is that going to be a flat-out useless card coming up? Oh well. I hope this doesn't get removed. I know Yagarath's like a bloated mess, but this is probably my favorite aspect about the character. Dredge, Mortal Skewer, reduce scaling 80 to 70, so you can now hear... oh my god, screw that, Namani. Dang! Dang, they nerfing our Infernal Cannon! So it goes from 110 to 100. How much damage does that add up to? Because that's a lot. Let me see Frost Bomb. Increase minimum damage on detonation by 5%. Decrease the distance required for maximum charge by 10%. Dang! My Infernal Cannon, they hurt me! I'll have to do the math on that later. Alright, Frost Bomb's a little strong. This isn't going to change anything, though. It's really not. Your Infernal Cannon's like a smidge weaker. Smidge. Alright, Tiberius, Vicious Assault. Now grants an additional charge of Crouching Tiger on it. Reduce the damage on landing from 900 to 600. Okay, I like that. Ooh, Combat Trance. Dang, that's nothing. Reduced attack and movement speed bonus from 30 to 25. It's something. It's something. Alright, Test of Strength. Heal for 50 every second while Combat Trance is active. Reduced to 45. Alright, Tyra in the fray. No longer stacks. Well, now we're fresh. Oh, thank God. Thank God. I don't see Burn Monster nerfs, but I'll take that. That is so annoying. So the scaling from in the fray goes from 4 to 5%, so you could get 25% DR, but it no longer stacks, so you can't get like 60% DR by popping all 3 nades. Alright, Furia, Solar Blessing, we already... yeah, we already checked that. Light Forge... Oh, they changed that card. This is the resetting the cooldown of Pyro Strike. Hitting Kindle Soul increases your movement speed by 8% for 0.6 seconds. That's it? 40% for half a second? Yeah. Alright, Grok. Yep, there it is. There it is. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, we got 2 for the bingo board. That's a Furia nerf. And that's a Grok buff. So, Furia nerfs. Grok. Where's Grok? Where did I put Grok on here? Did I not put Grok on here? Oh, there he is. Oh, dang, we almost have him. Alright, did I miss anything? Corvus buff, new mount, Amani bug fixes, Torvald rework. I don't know if that's not a Torvald rework. It's buffs. It's not a Nara buff. Nara did get buffed. Very slightly. Payload did not return. Bad buff to a useless talent. Actually, we had the complete opposite. We had good buffs and reworks to useless talents. New risque death card, no. Victor didn't die, and we haven't gotten to the bug fixes yet. So let's continue. Alright, so Grok getting 3rd charge of Healing Totem. The bonus healing has been reduced from 30% to 10%. That is massive. It will now heal 330 healing a second instead of 390. And the totem cooldown goes up too. Yikes. 10 to 13 seconds. Grok might fall off after that. That's pretty harsh. Grover can no longer target allies. I mean, I don't know. Did anybody actually use this feature? I don't play Grover. I hate playing him. Ooh, Saris. Rent Soul. Increased damage per detonation, 60 to 80. Increased cooldown, 5 to 6. Okay, that's fair. Fade to Black. Reduce the cooldown of Shadow Trowel after activating. Oh, thank God. This card is so annoying. So this now has a 5-second internal timer. Ooh, Ying. Yingu. Resonance. Current. If an illusion is killed or expires, it triggers a shatter explosion dealing 500 damage. And now it will increase the speed at which illusions travel and increase the explosion damage from 500 to 550. Yo, we got bingo. Hold on. We got a bingo, y'all. Bingo through the middle. Alright, let's continue. Koga. Submachine guns increase damage from 36 to 38. Okay. Good, because they felt like garbage. That's another one for the board. Right, over here. Alright, Lex, Discovery. Damage lowered from 30% to 25. That's fair. Maeve, Rogue's Gambit. Increased damage bonus from 10 to 15%. So that is... It does 460 damage now, Pounce. And it reduces the cooldown of Pounce by 2 seconds. That's interesting. I feel like this talent needed some love. Moji, Familiar Spray. The range is increased by 5 units. Okay. And Scamper has a move speed increase of 10%. Ooh, Bon Appetit. Your target has their movement speed decreased by 10%. This is going to be very nice. Nothing crazy, but something small for Moji. Bingo, what is the reward? I get nothing. Moji could use a bit of love. A bit of love is a kind of an understatement, but, you know. Ooh, Vatu. Ambush. Okay, decrease the amount of time before teleporting 0.4 to 0.3 seconds. Okay, that is a Vatu quality of life. That's another one for the board. I would say that's a fix. That's a quality of life. Nothing for the dash delay, though. I hate that. Alright, so let's see. Vora, Obliteration. Reduce the lockout time after using Obliteration from 0.8 to 0.5 seconds. That's pretty good. Harbinger's Wrath. Reduce your movement speed bonus while this ability is active by 80 to 60. Increase the... Dang! Nerfs to the ultimate. Increase the ultimate energy cost from 30 to 50%. There are multiple aspects of Vora that would benefit from quality of life changes, and one of the biggest ones was the decrease in the lockout after Obliteration, which should make the ability feel more in line with how you expect it to be. We also heard players' frustrations if Vora gets too much value for too little cost when using her ultimate, so it slightly nerfed it. Okay. Alright, that's all the balance, y'all. Dang, they nerfed my Amani. I'm hurt. I'm hurting. Alright, let's see the bug fixes. Fix an issue where some champions' footsteps are unusually quiet or loud. Okay. Fix an issue where lobby chat in the end of match lobby would continuously scroll back down to newly sent messages. Yeah, that one was kind of annoying. Fix various issues where projectiles could get stuck or fall through certain cracks in Slipstone Quarry. Projectiles could be accidentally thrown in areas that were not in the traditional game space. Fix an issue where some of the fish on the walls near the capture point were blocking movement on Fish Market. Spawn doors displayed incorrectly, blah blah blah. Individual pieces of Jaguar Falls had projectile collision, okay. Boring. Let's see the actual champion. Projectiles could get stuck on Primal Court. I don't even know if... I don't even know what that happened. When that would happen. I never saw that. We saw that. Corvus fixed an issue where projection... Excuse me. Fixed an issue where Corvus's projection could allow him to get above the normal play space. Ooh, let's see Imani. Fixed an issue where Imani's Frostbound ability and a Frostbolt weapon displayed incorrectly in the Death Cat. Okay, so no fixes to the Macarena. No fixes to... the mana chip. No fixes to the mana bar getting stuck. It's an Amani bug fix, I guess. Let's put it in. Alright, Io, fix an issue where Io's ultimate Be Gone could push players out of the... Oh, yeah, there's no issue. This ultimate still gets stuck on every wall imaginable. Okay. Fix an issue with Genesis Ultimate. Could fail to do damage. I've never seen that happen. Fix an issue where Lex could gain more ammo than intended. Never seen that. Leon's presence was too quiet. Never heard it. Well, you could get stuck on Timbermill. Saris's ultimate could pull players through the map at a specific location in ice mines. This is in every map, y'all. If you peek line of sight with it and then break it for like a second, you'll get pulled through the wall. Fix an issue where Vor's ultimate was granting more damage resistance than intended. This could be interesting. This might be big. Fix an issue where Dark Siphon would not consume darkness stacks. Yeah, this one would happen a lot. This I've seen a lot. Not gain darkness stacks when hitting. I haven't seen that. Fixed an issue where Willow's lobby idle animation was too loud in the match lobby. Hey, they remembered Willow, y'all! Actually, I have seen this. Her wing flap is so loud. Fix an issue where the effects provided by Yagarath to her teammates from the Sight Begets Strength talent incorrectly affected non-player allies. I have never seen that. Alright, y'all, so that is the Genlock update. I just want to see... We're going to do a little bit of math on a few numbers here. So... hold up, y'all. Let me get a calculator, a Google Chrome calculator. Here, we'll throw that in here. Okay. So, I want to calculate something. So, I need to find out 12%. 12% of 2002. That is 264. So with the new veteran capped out, you will get 264 bonus HP on most champions. Okay, what's next? I wanna check on that Amani one real quick. Nothing else to turn us? Okay. I'm like really excited to play Torvald. I think Sarah's gonna be very happy. I can't believe this thing was at a 14-second cooldown. This ability's awful. Poor Yagarath, Amani. Okay, so it's point... Okay, so I have to do 3 divided by 0.09. I remember having to do this for the Amani guide. It was so annoying. So, times 110. This is the amount of damage the current Infernal Cannon does. So, 3,666.66. And, hold on, I gotta do this again. Times 100. So you're losing 300 damage over the duration. You're losing like roughly 100 DPS. So it's going to go from doing 1,222 DPS to roughly 1,100. I think it's still going to be good. You can still kill most people in 2 seconds. Anything else we need calculated here? Furia heals for 2,000. We already know that. This heals for 330. I feel like Resonance is still going to be garbage, just saying. Resonance is a playstyle that some players have fun with. You mean there's a Resonance cult? There's a Resonance cult, y'all. Lex Discovery, Maeve Pounds. This does 460. We already decided that. Alright, y'all. I think that's it. I think that's going to be it for our little patch notes watching party. Let me know what you guys think. I've never done one of these before, although we had 125 people in here at one point, so I guess it was pretty popular. I'd say I'd do another one of these, but a lot of times I'm working on Wednesdays and I can't do it, so yeah. If y'all enjoyed, make sure to give the stream a like. It helps your boy out. Subscribe if you want to see Paladins amongst other video games on this channel. And yeah, we're going to wrap it up here. You can expect to see some Genlock update videos whenever the PTS goes up. I'll try my best to get some stuff out. Alright, have a good one, y'all. Peace.